friends. I appreciate you all coming to my live. I am here. Hopefully you can hear me. I think I accidentally touched the mic, so hopefully it's working. I'll ask that question a little bit. If you guys don't hear me, then I know it is not working and I touched the mic too soon. So let me know where you're from. Let me know where you're going. Let me know what you're doing. We're going to talk all things going live. I appreciate you all being here. And so let me know if you have any questions as well. So we're going to talk about all things going live. So let's see. We are going to have a accountability conversation too. And so, do you need accountability to reach your goals? So that is the question of the day. That's going to be the question of this live. I want to see if you are someone who needs accountability, because at the end of the day, sometimes you need somebody who's going to say, hey, what are you doing? What's going on? And so we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about just in general. Sometimes we don't take action because we're scared of what the uncontrollables, the things we can't control. So we're going to talk about that too, because I know a lot of times we don't do things because we're like, what if, or this could potentially happen, or I don't want people to see me. Doesn't make sense when you go live, but yes. So we're going to talk about some of those uncontrollables. There's a lot of things that we do, and sometimes we don't take action because we're scared of the things that we can't control. And so I want you guys to think about it from that perspective. There are so many things you can control, and there's things you cannot. And so at the end of the day, how are you? Hold on a second. How are you take control of your life? So we're gonna talk all things going live and set on the screen to you all. That's what you guys see a girl doing. And then I'm coming over here to make sure I schedule out this live. Schedule a live event. We're gonna talk there. We're celebrating today. We hit 1K, y'all. 1K of going live and connecting with our friends and doing something that we did not set out, didn't know that we were going to be doing. So we hit 1K. I'm so proud of all the progress. I'm proud of all the people I'm able to support throughout this journey. I'm so proud of the people who are taking action in a way that they didn't even think they could take action. I'm so proud of all the progress that's being made. And so this is a movement. I love that. Dr. Trish in the agency said that. She said it's a movement. It is a movement. It is a movement for people who often felt like they had to sit on the sidelines and be a consumer of information and of content as opposed to curating it. So we are talking all things to make sure that you are going live, that you are thinking about what you need to do to grow, and holding yourself accountable, holding you accountable, holding me accountable, holding everything that you're doing as an accountability measure. So I want you guys to be confident in your ability to do this. So let me know if you have any questions. Go ahead and like the live, comment, and subscribe. We will continue to go live. We're going to continue to push this thing out. And then let me know how I can best support. Appreciate everybody being here as well. So I'm actually going to go live and make sure I'm here. Let me set my screen up a little bit. That's better. And then we're gonna go live there. Let's see if I can move that up just a little bit, wee bit higher. And then we're gonna look at the facts. We are going to talk. Oh, that's too dark. We're gonna put some stickers up. Do a couple different effects. Let's see. Hello, how you doing? How you doing, friend? I saw your message, and Wednesday at 2. Wednesday at 2. So I'm gonna put that out there for us. Do me a favor when you get a minute, go to TikTok and respond to your message and tell me the email that you want me to send the Zoom link to. How you doing, friend? Though, good morning, happy Sunday. I'm setting on my screen now, so um, I'm gonna put my glitter back up. I'll do that. Okay, appreciate you. And then yeah, we'll meet over Zoom. We'll chat. We'll talk about mod, and we'll talk about referral, and we'll talk about your life journey. So that we'll make it a holistic meeting. So we'll talk about everything. Okay, and make sure I say those 3 things. So, but yeah, we'll do that. Awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm about to go live here. And hello, TikTok. Why does that show up every day? I don't know how to. What was the third thing? Sorry, getting off a bus. Okay, third thing was you. Third thing was all about you and your go live journey. So we'll talk about that too. So I just want to make sure we fit it all in, because I have data too. So I want to be able to kind of look at your data and just say how you're performing. So we'll talk about your performance, and we'll talk about any questions that you need to. Okay, any questions you have? Yep. Let's see. Hello, friends. How are you? Give me 1 second. How you doing? Let me know you're here. Go ahead and put something in the chat, and I know you're here, so we can connect. Doing a lot. Thank you so much. Appreciate you being here. Let's see. I'm trying to do a little sticker, and then I'm trying to share out my live. So I don't know if I'm be able to. 100. Okay, so we're gonna put that here. I got stickers, I got boards, I got some of everything. We got all types of stuff on my screen. Hello, friends. How are you? How you doing, Sarah? Sarah, good morning, friend. Thank you so much for joining. I got to share out my live. I was doing my little sticker. I got all types of stuff today. So we are, today we're doing our 1 month, celebrating 1 month of the agency. And I got to say, we're celebrating 100 people with the agency. I gotta find my celebration sound effect. Yay! So we got a lot to celebrate today. We got a lot to celebrate. Heading out to the store. Thank you so much. We got a lot to celebrate. So we're gonna get to celebrating. Let me bring my sticker down. My sticker's covering up. I can see it on my screen. It's covering up my agency comment. So what did I move it enough? I think I did. That's good enough. And so hopefully that works. Give me 1 second, friends. I'm gonna get to supporting the live. And congratulations. Yes. So we're gonna get more friends. Hello, everybody coming in. Now I need to, you said that's awesome. Congratulations. Thank you. Yeah, so we did 1 month, 100 now. It hit yesterday. And let me make sure it's not 102, because we had some people in the pipeline. So it's 100. And so we are celebrating that today. We are going to be in Dr. Trisha's room. Hello, friend. I was just saying you. Yay, we did hit 100. We hit 100 yesterday. So yeah, we celebrating 1 month, 100. So that's it, y'all. Love it, love it, love it. Yay. So we got a lot to celebrate. We got a lot of success stories. There's a lot of people doing wonderful things in their life, with their talks, with their community. You're growing, you're learning how to look at your data, all the things. Launch your income, launch your income. So that's what we do. So proud of you. I'm proud of to be a part of this. Yes. 100. What? Just join. Did you just join? Did you submit? Let me know. Let me know. Did you do a skin tea spill? Appreciate your friend. Yes. Let me know if you did. But I appreciate you being here. Thank you. Yolanda, how are you, friend? How is everything going? Yolanda's the night, and she's the night person. How was your? Did you ever get? I'm gonna share out my live in a second. Yolanda, did you ever get your live studio audio? How did that pan out? Did you still working on it? Let me know. Just join the live. That was okay. Thank you so much, friend. Good morning, everyone. Hello, friend. Happy Sunday, everybody. And so let me know. Did you get your live studio working? I'm gonna share out my live. Give me 1 second. I was gonna share out the live, and I added a fourth group. So um, to our agency group because now we're officially at 100, and so I have another group chat. So we're gonna talk about this for give me 1 second. I'm writing. I can't see the screen. And please share out the live, like the live, do all the things. You just reached one. Yeah, I reached 100. Yes. So I reached 100 people in the agency officially. So the official number according to TikTok is 100 people in my agency. Now, are all those people going live? No. By the way, Doc, I'm in 3 group chats now. Was that? Yes, it was. It was. We'll talk. But yes. Is this your other? You got so many accounts, Fran. I love it. You got so many accounts. You're so funny. I love that. Thank you so much for supporting, though. He said, I was like, ignore that. I love it, friend. Dr. Lisa, let's discuss how the celebration is going to go. Let me know if you want to chat now. I'm happy to chat now. You want to come up? Let me, I think you did just request. So let's request. Oh no, that's not you. That's somebody named Josh. Who is Josh? Josh, welcome to the room. Josh, I'm not going to pull you up if I don't know who you are. But thank you for joining the room. Josh hit my invite button. So, Dr. Trish, you're in here now. I'm going to accept you. I don't know, Josh. Yeah, I was like, I didn't request. Not now, because I did that on Friday. You know how that went. Right. Oh, you're talking about for the person you randomly brought up in y'all 4-way battle. Dr. Lisa, I don't know what I touched. I was like, oh yeah, I think I want to do that. And I was like, I think that's not what I was supposed to do. Let's see what happens. Yes. Hold on 1 second. Yolanda, you said I need to set up a new mic. TikTok also gave me some tips on that topic. Okay, that's good. That's good. So, you know what, Yolanda, and I guess I'm gonna ask pals too. If you guys are coming to the meeting at 6:30, maybe you guys could talk about some early learnings with Live Studio. So that may be helpful just for people to understand if they're gonna use Live Studio, some things they want to think about. Okay, and it sounds like the audio is something that people would need to consider. All right, friend. Thank you all for joining. Dr. Trish, so today is supposed to be in your room. How many people are joining? Because I'm almost feeling like maybe it could be a co-host versus a guest format. But let me know which how many people are there. I was thinking of that last night too, because I'm thinking if we do a co-host instead of a guest, we'll probably have more people in the room. Correct? Yes. But co-host, I think the max you could do is 4. But we could do it. Okay, we could do it. I mean, we're gonna rotation. 2 hours. Yeah, we can do a rotation. Okay. I just have to get in touch with everybody and let them know what time I'm gonna co-host with them, and for them to be ready. And everybody kind of has to have like a certain amount of time that they are going to do their testimony, what they're gonna talk about. Okay. So I have right now the latest flyer. I just sent it to you. I mean, I tagged you on it. Okay. I mentioned you on it, and I did it last night. Okay. I did it yesterday after your 4 p.m. at some point. Okay. I saw it, but I guess I don't know if I did anything with it because I thought it was the same. So maybe I missed that you added somebody.
Yeah, so right now, let me look at my other device and count how many people we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, including me.
Okay. 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 I love that. So yeah, you can do intervals where there's three people on the screen if you wanted to do that. So you bring in two people at a time.
Well, I can probably talk in the beginning.
Okay.
I guess so. I'm starting at 4 to build up the room, and then you say I can have up to 4 co-hosts, right, including myself.
I think there's four boxes you can have. Anybody in the room knows if there's more than that, let me know. But I think there's up to four.
Well,
So
thank you for the
you
tiny home.
so you and three other people. That's my understanding in terms of each person being in their room. I believe it's
Okay.
up to four.
Can we talk about, so before we go on, so up to, I'm just writing down notes, up to 4, I don't want to mess this up, so I really want to do it really well. Up to 4 coasts at a time.
Mhm.
This ain't a battle, so
Right. So you're not hitting them boxing gloves.
I want it to go really good and professional. So up to 4 coasts at a time. Can we practice as to how I'm gonna do that on my screen?
Well, right now you're my guest, so you won't see
Right.
it.
Can you show me what you're doing and maybe um
I can't see co-host right now either because I have you up as a guest.
okay. So
So,
how does it work?
so it would be like the battle process. Whenever you go look for somebody and you click co-host, your
Okay.
friends are the upper group that you're looking at, not the bottom suggested people, but your friends are the ones that you're looking for. So
Okay.
everybody who you invite up, first of all, you need to be friends with them. So you need to be following each other, and then
Yes.
you also need to probably have on either you need to make a collective decision to have on the audience control so you can
Have
see
the
them.
audience control on.
Yeah, you're gonna need to make a collective decision to do that, I think, or you all have it off.
Okay.
So it can't be
So
one or the other. So
so
everybody
we
needs to have
can
it on or
so we
off. I would say probably have it off just to be on the safe side, so that when you're pulling up co-hosts, there's no confusion about it. That would be my recommendation.
okay, so have the audience control
Off.
off. Okay. And let them all know that they have to have it off as well.
Exactly.
Okay, and so when I go live, I'm gonna look at the co-host feature at the bottom left-hand corner. I'm gonna click on it and I'm going to look for the 3 other people that I'm gonna have up first.
Yes, if that's the way you're gonna do it. Yes.
Okay, and then obviously they're going to know when they're gonna come up. I'm gonna go and so do they request me or do I invite them?
You're gonna invite them up.
Okay.
They can request you. It could go either way. Someone can say, okay, you can say, if you want them to request you, maybe that's a good way to do it. If you're talking and you gave them a time slot, and you say, hey, you need to request me at this time. Um, I don't know if that request is going to go up. That's why I said you probably want to do two people, not three people at a time, because I don't think you're going to see that request if you have all four boxes filled.
So ideally, one person's gonna talk, at a time. So maybe that would be better just to have like how we have it right now, correct?
You could, so you and one person, you could
Wasn't
have
that
two people.
wasn't that what you were just saying?
You could have three people. You could have you and three people, kind of like the way you did the battle yesterday on Friday.
Okay. So what's
Because
your best?
theoretically, there's another box that's always going to be available. So if you have people rotating in and out, then you can easily not you can make sure that your boxes are not filled at any point. Does that make sense? You know what I'm saying? So somebody's going to rotate in or rotate out.
Okay. So that means I'm gonna have what 3 boxes, but only 2 people on the screen, myself and the person that's speaking, and the third box is gonna be empty.
I was actually saying there were. Actually, I was going to say you can have up to four boxes, and you always have three people on the screen. Does that make sense? So somebody, let's do this. Somebody invite up. Let's see, Mrs. Treetop. You want to come up real quick? Send an invite for you. So imagine this is the co-host format. So you're always under this format.
So 3 people, not 4.
Not 4. So
Okay.
if Yolanda was to request and do request to come up, she could do it with the thinking that maybe Miss Treetop will rotate out next. Does that make sense?
Do that again?
I said, so if Yolanda, so say for example, Yolanda said, I want to come up and I want to be a 4th person. You actually do have a 4th box. And then the thinking is that Mrs. Treetop, her time is over. And so she would come down and Yolanda would replace her. If you had all 4 boxes filled, I don't think Yolanda would be able to make that request because there's not a box for her to come up to.
Gotcha. Okay. So it's best to have it in this format where there's 3 boxes because after I send the invite and they accept the request, I'll see it and I can have them come up next.
Exactly. And then somebody's going to rotate out.
Right. Somebody would have to rotate out.
I would say so. At any given point, you're having 3 people up.
Okay.
That's the way I would do it. Does that make sense?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so if you did have somebody request, so say you got to talking and somebody was talking a long time. And the person was like, oh, you told me to request, because you could tell them to request. I think you actually should. You can say, okay, so Yolanda's coming up at, 5:30 and somebody is going past their time, Yolanda still would be able to request. And then knowing that the person who was talking from 5:15 to 5:30, they're coming down.
Okay, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Is there some way that I can have maybe like a little timer up?
You could actually. You know who knows how to do that? Pals. Pals is on my IT. I don't know all the different features, but there is, I think under effects, Pals, let us know if you want to come over to the TikTok side. I think there is an effect that has a timer. And you can have that on your screen if you wanted to.
Okay, I've heard of that before.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and so if we have a 2-hour time frame and we have 8 people, including myself, to chat, and you're going to come in on it, I guess, Dr. Lisa, if somebody has questions and you want to answer them, how much time should we allot for each person to speak?
You're making me do math early.
I mean,
Should it be 15? Should it be 10?
I don't think it should be no more than 10 minutes.
No more than 10. Okay.
That says 10 minutes, 10 minutes is going to be.
Okay, 10 minutes. There we go. I was like, yeah.
Between 7 and 10 minutes. Wrap it up.
Exactly. Yeah, no more than 10
Mrs.
minutes.
Treetop, and keep me on my toes, okay, Mrs. Treetop?
Not a problem.
All right.
Circulated arms in my sorority. I kept everybody in line.
I love it.
I love that.
Because,
Love that.
I have sometimes I don't know how to say things like, in an assertive way, and sometimes I come out harsh and I don't mean to, but it's like, okay. So I don't want to do that as the host. So if you could back me up with that, that would be great.
Yeah. So as you can tell, we are live hosts, so we love to talk. So if you can give, 10 minutes is probably sufficient. I think 10 minutes is sufficient for people to share their testimony. And it depends on how you have the series of questions. I always think of like a panel. So if you're asking people to kind of share a little bit about themselves and talk about their experience in the last month, and then maybe you have a few questions for them, that may be helpful as you're having like 2 people up. And so each person is given like this 2-minute intro, and then you have a couple questions for them, and then you rotate them out for the next group.
So when you say share about themselves, to make it, very specific and structured, because when you say to me, me, share about yourself. I'm going to give you a timeline story about myself.
Exactly.
How to structure that.
Well, I mean, it's just for the last month. I mean, they should be talking about their experience of August. You know, what is their live topic? You know, your live host, your live, you have a live topic. Um, you know, maybe there's a question surrounding how many followers did you start with? Like, how's the things going? What are some notable things that you've had experienced in the last 30 days? So I think that's probably where they should structure their topic surrounding the last 30 days.
Okay. I'm writing this down. All right. So I have two questions so far. I think you had mentioned three. Share about ask them to share about themselves for the last month specifically. What was your topic? Follower count, notable things that they experienced in the last 30 days.
Mm-hmm.
And
Usually
then
said, usually had a question. She said, "How did the agency?" That's what she's talking about. The network help them,
okay.
and so that's a good question. I think that's a good question for everybody. I mean, everybody should be answering that question.
I'll structure this out a little bit better later. How did the agency help them? Okay. All right. So okay. I'm just thinking in my head right now. All right. So 10 minutes per person to speak. I have some questions. Now, Dr. Lisa, do you want to um, speak in between people, or do you want to speak at the end? How do you want to kind of see how the chat is going and then decide how do you want to integrate yourself?
I'm happy to come up. Maybe you and I come up first. Maybe it's you and I talking first, really quickly, and then I come down, and you can invite other people to come up and talk about their experience, and then I'm happy to come up again at the end. So if you want to structure it that way, especially if you have 8 people, 10 minutes each, essentially you should have enough time for you and I to kick it off the first maybe 10 minutes. And then you can bring in, I'm trying to do math real quick, you could bring in at least 4 people in that first hour. And then the second hour, you can have an additional 4. And then you and I can close it out.
Well, after me and you come up first,
Is that right now?
I'm assuming, are you going to ask me the questions and I'll answer, and then we'll have only 7 people to talk?
Is that the right math? Let's see, because at 60 minutes, you and I talk for the first. So if you talk, why don't you kick it off? So if you talk for 10 minutes, and if you want me to come up to ask you questions, that's fine.
I would prefer if you come up so you can keep me structured.
Okay. Okay, that's totally fine. Let me know. Do you want me to moderate? Let me know. Should I moderate?
No.
No. Okay. So then you want me to ask questions of you, and then you're gonna take over.
Well, I'm gonna come up and I'm gonna start the live and share it out and tap and whatever. And as I get a couple of people in the room, then you can come up.
Okay.
And then ask me the questions, and I'll introduce you before you come up, and you can come up and ask me the questions, and I will answer the questions, and then we can go into the 7 people in 2 sections.
Okay. Okay.
So the first section will be what? I guess we're just gonna keep that up to 4 posts at a time, throughout the whole time that we're having the 7 people come up, correct?
Did you want me up the entire time? I was thinking I can come down.
Yes.
You want me up the entire time?
No, come down.
Come down. Okay. Okay.
That would be a distraction.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I don't think I would be there.
But I'm saying once the rest of the 7 people come up, I'm gonna have that 4 post, I guess, I don't know how you call it, feature, but I'm gonna only have 3 people left. Like what you just talked about before.
That's the trick you get in your head.
I know, but So at any given point, I think it would look like this. You are here. Instead of me, it's you. And then you have two people to the side. That's what I'm
Yes.
thinking at any
But
given
I'm
point.
keeping a box open, not that you're gonna see it on the screen
Right.
for the next person to come up.
Exactly. So you can do
And
the
I'll
rotation.
drop myself down and somebody else will request up. Like I'm getting ready to do now. Miss Darlene, request up. I'm getting ready to drop down.
I love that. Yes.
Thank you, Mrs. Treetop.
Yeah. So that's this is the format. So you would start off like this, Dr. Trish.
Okay.
So it'll be you and I. And I'm assuming I'm gonna be in my room, not maybe I am a guest. Am I a guest in your room?
I don't know. You tell me.
I'll be a guest in your room, so I won't activate my live. So I'll be a guest in your
In
room.
your own life.
Yeah, I won't be in my own live. I won't activate it. So I'll be in your room the whole time.
So wait, you're gonna be a guest in my live, so you're not going live.
No.
Well, you'll go live when you come up.
No, I will be a guest, just like you're a guest. I'm not going live.
I thought I was live.
No, you
I
are.
thought that happened before. When I request you bring me up, then
You're-
I go live.
No, you're a guest right now. You're in a guest house.
Never mind. It's okay. I don't even want my brain to go down that chain of thought right now.
You came to my live. You were in the chat. We requested you up as a guest, and then that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come to your live. I'm gonna be in your chat, and then you're gonna request me up as a guest.
Okay. All right. So 7 people, and then at the end, right? So 7 people talk 10 minutes. I'm gonna talk to pals about having the little clock up, and then you're gonna come up again towards the end to ask any questions, and you'll be looking at the chat for what people are asking. And as I look at the chat and people are asking questions, as others are talking, I'll just, continue to say, Dr. Lisa's gonna come up later on to answer all your questions.
Yes, that's perfect.
And so while I am like you right now, I can put comments in the chat as well, right? I'm
Yes.
able to.
Mhm.
Okay. So I don't have to interrupt the person talking.
Yes, not necessarily. Nope.
Okay, sounds good. All
You
right.
good? All right.
We're good.
Okay. You're welcome. Take care, friend. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. So, Dr. Trish, so you guys know, thank you for coming to my live. Dr. Trish was just sharing that we're doing a 1 month celebration today. We're going to kick it off in her room. Other people are going to be in their rooms as co-hosts. Hosting their lives too. But they're going to join her live to talk about their 1 month journey, how the agency has supported them, how they've grown, how things have evolved for them in this last month. So that's what the conversation was just about. So she is hosting, she's coordinating and leading this conversation with everybody else. And then I also shared, you see the little sticker here that says we hit 100 people in the agency. So I'm just so over the moon about all that's happening. And we are a room of supporters. How you doing, friend? How you doing? I am Bly. How are you, friend? So Yolanda, you asked a question. I was actually about to answer it, but Dr. Trish was coming down, so I was answering your question. Any questions I missed, just go ahead and put it back in the chat for me, because I think I might have missed one or two, but I was trying to answer them along the way. Moderator training. So have I considered moderator training? Yes. Yes, hello. Yay. Yeah, we hit 100 people. I have considered moderator training, and we should do it. Here's the thing about a moderator, and let me just say this out loud. As you guys can tell, Dr. Linnell, how you doing? I don't have a moderator for this live. I applied. Did you see it? I sent you a notice. Yes, I did see it. You got an email from me, friend, or an inbox message from me. So yes. Haku, how are you, friend? Hello, good morning. What is it, Hakan? I said Haku. Hakan, how are you, friend? So with that, I see all comments, as you can tell. I try to make sure I stay on top of my chat. Oh, I'm telling you how to pronounce my name. Yes, please tell me how to pronounce your name, friend. So look here, I look at the comments all the time. So I don't have a moderator. However, here's what I would tell you. there's something to be said about making sure you are acknowledging your viewers. Okay. Um, something to be said about that, because you want to make sure people see, they feel seen and heard, first of all, and that at the end of the day, that's how you build community. Now, a lot of times people will swipe in your room and people are not, you're not, I mean, I'm noticing this, that people are not saying hi to people joining, especially as you're new. Okay. Thank you for that, Dr. Lisa. You're welcome, friend. Thank you so much. Hello, friend. How you doing, Bo Queen? So recognizing that it's important for you to first build your community. Now, a moderator is helpful, don't get me wrong, in terms of managing your chat, answering questions, especially if your room is built surrounding an interactive activity you're doing. So maybe you're exercising, like our friend Natty Nat does, or maybe you are cooking, like our friend Trisha T. So sometimes it's harder for you to do all that and you're tending to the dishes or you're cooking or whatever that is, and you're trying to manage the chat. So a moderator makes sense, especially in those situations. But if you are a live host and you're having this conversation, your job is to interact with your chat. It's not where you're just sitting back doing this whole lecture. Hey, Silver Fox, you're not doing this whole lecture. You want your chat to chat. You want people to engage. You want people to connect with each other. You want people to comment. You want to keep those conversations flowing. So if you are engaging with your chat, you're welcome, friend, then they feel seen. They feel like their questions can be answered. They feel heard. And you guys know, thank you for the stickers. You guys know when people don't get their questions answered, they will say, like, you're ignoring me. You're not seeing me. You want to make sure they see you. So a mod can help with that. But people came to see you. They didn't come to get answers from a moderator. They came to hear you engage with you. So that's the connection and cultivation you're building. So moderators are great. Definitely depending on your topic, and they make sense as your room gets to room and things are growing. But I don't want you guys to just be dependent on moderators. I think there's something to be said about making sure in the early stages of this that you are actually connected with your audience. You're building your fan club. That's essentially what you're trying to do. So you want to be intentional about that. But when it comes to moderator training, a couple things I want to say about moderators. So if you're at the point where you have moderators can be extremely helpful with conveying your message. Let's get to tapping, let's get to sharing, let's get to commenting, let's get to engaging. Don't forget the host live goal. Don't forget the host gift gallery just got populated. Those type of things a moderator can actually very much put in the chat and get people to understand all the different ways they should and can be engaging. And they can keep that going. They can share your schedule out. They can do a lot of stuff. So, and then obviously they can mute and block the trolls. They can mute and block the trolls. So you got to be careful with that. And the moderator can get on top of it and be on top of it very quickly. He said, absolutely. So you definitely want a moderator as time goes. I think a moderator is key to your growth. You said that part. You said the trolls. Yes, I need that. Yes, so you definitely want a moderator from that point. So when it comes to a moderator, you want to pick someone. Moderator should be a voluntary experience, okay, a voluntary opportunity. I don't, the notion that people are paid for supporting, that is, well, let me say this. First of all, that's up to you if you have some kind of agreement that you made with somebody in particular, but it should be voluntary. That's the thinking that they're offering service. They are a fan member. They understand the need to support your room. They're listening to what you have to say. They're engaging anyway, and they can support in that way. And so that's kind of why you have a moderator. There are some people who have moderators that are like family members or close friends or people they trust, they know, like, and trust. And then there's people who just come and they're always there anyway supporting. And they're like, hey, make me a mod, And so that's something you can do too. But you got to make sure they understand your room, your way of operating, and what your tolerance is for different questions or different type of behaviors in your room. So I was a mod last night for a Shoppable Live last night. Where are you? So as a mod, you're able to pin products and everything. That's cool. Yeah, my other account for me will moderate because I'll have that phone and I'll have my tablet as my screen and I'll use that as a moderator. But yeah, so you're able to do a lot with but the mod can do a lot for you. I'm going to say that as well. And so if you do have shoppable, they can pin products for you and put products up for you out of your showcase. So that's really helpful. But just know a mod is not a bad idea. There's a couple lives, like I said, depending on what your live room is all about. There's rooms where I'm like, okay, you know what, a mod is really helpful. Our sound healers, they're communicating with their the bowls and stuff. She needs a moderator. She has a couple different moderators. I mean, it's important for her to have moderators because she can't stay in the chat. She sees comments that get pinned by the moderator, which is really helpful. um, and then I'm thinking about the Trisha T. She doesn't have moderators. Her room is rooming a little bit, but she tries to stay in the comments quite a bit. I would almost suggest that she probably shifts to a moderator if she can identify a few people come up to mod for her. And then obviously Natty Nat, she has moderators, so she is using moderators, but she also uses multiple screens, so she is commenting and seeing comments quite a bit too. If a mod pins a comment, you want to make sure that you are responding to that comment that's pinned. You again, you want to make sure your mod knows what comments to pin, what type of comments are okay to pin, and what are ones that you don't want to connect or see being pinned for the room. So you just gotta know, they gotta know what your etiquette is and what your expectations are. Who else? Again, as your room is growing though, I would almost say pause on a mod, at least for the first 30 days. That would be my recommendation. I want to invite someone to our meeting. When do you go live again for the agency? Like today? Well, okay, so today, what do you mean, go live for the agency? You saying my meet like my 10 o'clock now and my 4 o'clock? Or are you talking about the Zoom meeting? The Zoom meeting is only for people who are already officially in the agency. So that's just for the agency, those Zoom meetings. But for my 10 and 4, I'm not doing my 4 o'clock today because I'm going to be in Dr. Trisha's room. But I will be doing, and so they couldn't get invited to Dr. Trish's room because that's going to be all about the agency conversation. So that may be a good time to invite people just to hear others' perspective and others' experiences. And then I am going to be on my regular schedule tomorrow, 10 and 4. 10 o'clock and 4 p.m. Eastern. Yep. So I'll be back to my regular schedule tomorrow. But so if they want to attend Dr. Trisha's thing at 4 p.m. Eastern, that's a good one because she'll have different people from the agency coming up. And anybody else, like I said, I know Dr. Trish says she had 8 people, I believe, that's going to be a part of it. So if anybody else from the agency want to talk to her, if there's any other ways that you want to offer your insights, definitely touch base with Dr. Trish if you want to be a part of it. Is it to introduce someone to the agency? Is the 4 o'clock today with Dr. Trish? 8 including me, so that's 8 including you, so that's 8. Okay, gotcha. So, well, yes, I mean, to a certain extent, because I'm going to talk about the agency, and other people are going to be talking about their experience with the agency over the last month, so yes. So yeah, this is for new people. As a matter of fact, what we shared with people, the people who are coming in and are going to be co-hosting, they should invite their rooms, they should invite people that they want to give the referral code to, because you guys all have referral codes, and I want you to use them. So so you could have people attend the event tonight at 4 o'clock, and then say, okay, here's the room you're gonna go to. Here's Dr. Trish's room, or if there's someone else's room that you want them to start off in, they're welcome to do that, and then they can learn a little bit more about the agency that way as well, and from others' experiences. So people are going to be sharing their testimony. This is, and if you're new to my room, thank you for joining. Like I said, this agency, really, I want you all to have as much information as possible. I want it to be a data-driven approach. How do I access the referral? Look, Yolanda, you asking all the questions. I love you, Frey. You like, let me ask all the good questions right now. Because I will go off in another direction. So you keeping me focused on the agency, friend. Let's do this. Okay, let me do this. I'm going to show you. So, and Yolanda, you definitely have one, friend. Let's see. So I'm going to go to my shop page. Okay. We'll go to my shop page. Okay. Hello. How you doing, Rich? How you doing, friend? Okay. So let's do this. I'm going to go to TikTok Studio. Okay. On TikTok Studio, you see tools, you see live. We're going to click the live side. On the live side, I want you to scroll down to tools and resources. Scroll down to tools and resources. Now, for you, somebody said their tools and resources look different. The old format for me, because they changed this maybe a few months back, it used to just be 2 rows, and it would have these boxes. These boxes you see here were down separate rows. Right now, it's an arrow. So if I click that arrow, that pops up. Okay? So this is what you see for under your tools and resources. The title is still the same. It says tools and resources under the live side. And then so what you will see is join, it doesn't say for you, it says Creator Network. Mine says join Creator Network because I haven't joined one for this account. But for yours, it should simply say Creator Network. And it should say Launch Your Income Agency is who you're with. And so somebody else is going to have to keep me honest about this. Maybe I have somebody send me a screenshot what you see on your screen. But essentially what you should see is a box that says referral. There should be an area that says referral, and there should be an arrow. If you click the arrow, it goes to your QR code. There's a QR code you can share out to people. I thought it was also a link. I was under the impression there was a QR code in a link. But I'm not sure what you see. Hello, friend. Thank you for joining the live. So you should be able to see a QR code, and that is your referral code to share with people. Okay? And then as you share it out, they are able to click that and join under your referral link. Okay? And definitely do that because I want to, okay, thanks. I will check. Appreciate you, friend. And then definitely do that because I want to make sure in the way the system tracks it, it's in there for you as your referral person and you get credit as that person performs. Let me just explain this a little further. And it's also in the school platform. So you go ahead and look at the box if you said I'm checking now. Awesome. Also look in the school platform because it also gives specific information about that person's referral and what they need to do. How you doing, Miss Kaylante? Appreciate you being here. I saw you live yesterday. It was good, friend. We'll chat. Let's chat though. Let's talk about next steps. So with that TikTok, when you refer people, the whole point of the agency. So this question, I'm going to talk about this question real quick because I put this here on purpose. Because I've been having the questions and people ask, what is the benefits? Do I need to join an agency? Why join an agency? I want to answer that question. And I'm probably going to answer it at the 4 o'clock too, because I think this is something people need to realize. If you want to grow on this app, and I know we all let me say this. Let's put a 1 in the chat. We're going to get the chat to chat in a little bit. I want you guys to comment and share. Put a 1 in the chat if you feel that there's a lot to know when it comes to this particular app. Okay? There is a lot you need to know. Just go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. Put a 2 if you figure like, oh, this app is easy. This is easy. That's what I'm saying. So there's a learning curve here. And not to say that you can't learn it, because we all are capable. We say, what? But the reality is, it is a learning curve. And there's things that you don't know what you don't know. And there is a lot to know about this app. There's a lot to understand. There's always little things. I don't profess to know it all. Y'all know I'm the first to say, hey, I don't know if I've seen that before. Oh, who in the room has seen that? Who knows that? I say it all the time because I'm not going to have you think that I know it all. I do know a little bit to be dangerous, but at the same time, there's a lot to learn. And so an agency is given a peek behind the curtain. An agency is able to share a little bit more about the things you need to be paying attention to or the things you need to know so that you can grow. Hey, Doc, can I do a shoppable live stream without the item The short answer is probably not, but let's unpack that a little bit. Let me finish my thank you so much, friend. Let me finish my thought, but I think the short answer is no. You need to have the product. You need to show the product that you're talking about, that you have pinned. So you definitely need to show it. If it's a shoppable live, yeah. I had to do add addition to that's a lot. It is. Okay, thanks. Yeah. So so recognizing an agency is given a little bit more information. They're given insight. They're given a heads up. There's some stuff that they share with us. Now, do they share it all with us? No, they don't. They don't. I'm actually meeting with my point of contact actually for the first time. So now we're like 5 weeks in, and I'm gonna meet with my point of contact because I'll share this with you too. They want to see that you can perform as an agency before they're like, hey, now you have access to our people. Meanwhile, I have access to the database and the system and some training videos, and then there's another platform they have us where we can get questions answered and connect and stuff. But at the same time, to meet with somebody, I had to show up. I had to make sure I could perform before I was able to meet with somebody in a one-on-one conversation. So that's what I'm taking advantage of next week because we're 100 people into this. We're 100 people in, so they're like, okay, now we see we see you, and so just recognizing that's part of it. It doesn't happen really easily for agencies either, and they want to see that you are able to bring people in and support and grow. Yeah, they cannot share all with you guys. No, they cannot. I couldn't buy a product that I can't. You can't buy a product that I can't see. Yes, that's true. Thank you, Black Lotus. Yeah, hello. Yeah, TikTok will ding you too for the shoppable videos if you're not showing the product. Somebody's comment got filtered, but you'll get a violation. So you said okay, cool. Yeah, you'll get a violation if you're talking about a product and you have it pinned for people to if it's a shoppable live, that's different because you said the word I want to do a shoppable live. If you said I just want to do a live but I want to show a product, I can show my Goldie vitamins, but I don't have it pinned, so that's okay. You are a great support to all of us. You're welcome, friend. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. So, do you need an agency? If you don't plan on going live, if you don't plan on engaging in this way, no, you don't need an agency because you're not going to be involved in this. You're not going to engage with building your community and audience and team and stuff. Here's why I would say you do need an agency. If you're going to do it in a way that you are trying to build a community, monetize effectively, understand all the different ways that you can grow and all the different things you can do to improve your live stream and have protection if you were to get violations or banned for whatever reason, depending on your topic. You need an agency. That's it. If you plan on engaging in this platform in any kind of way more than, I'm going to say 3 days a week, I would even put it at 2 days a week, then you need an agency. That's what I'm gonna tell you. You need an agency. Because other than that, you're just showing up and you're gonna frustrate yourself because you're gonna be like, well, why aren't people, hello friend, why aren't people coming to my live? What am I doing wrong? What should I be doing differently? What all those questions are gonna come up. Hey Nika Grace, all those questions are gonna come up for you. You're gonna be wondering and wishing you knew the cheat code and you won't know it because you don't have the insider information. We all do. We do all days a week. Hey, friend. Yes, yeah. And so, if you are somebody, those were my questions. Yeah, yeah. So if you're of that mindset, like I'm showing up here, I'm doing this, I'm trying to do my business, I'm trying to do some other stuff, I would say you need an agency. Now, then the question is which agency? That's gonna be the next question. Like, well, which agency? What should I look for? And stuff like that. Now, I can't talk about other agencies. I can't talk about how they do things. I can just talk about what I do. And so, because I was already, thank you so much, friend. Thank you for the hearts. You said I joined because I had already had my previous experience. I was like, okay, well, that's not what I want. I want a different type of experience. Thank you so much. I want a different type of experience. I want to make sure that I understand this platform. I want information. I want to know how to grow. I want to understand what are different things I should be doing different. What should I be doing differently? Because I don't know what I don't know. So because I'm very curious, I love research, I love understanding, I love learning. Um, I was very I was very aware of what I wanted to have happen for me and how I bring that to the agency. Now, not all agencies are doing what I'm doing, and I will tell you why. There is you know the way the agency system is set up is that if you want to grow, then you need to be intentional about how you have people in your agency also engaging. Okay? So when people have rules and requirements for their agency, I'm not saying they're wrong. I'm going to tell you that right now. I'm not saying that they're not they're wrong for doing that, because if and this is a business, let's think about this from a business perspective. If you have employees on your team that's not working, not showing up for work, not doing anything, what would you do? You have requirements for them for that reason, because you want them to show up, you want them to do their part. And so agencies who do that for a reason. I just don't agree with that, because at the end of the day, I want to make sure that I'm bringing support to you all. And again, you said allows you to grow the correct way. Yeah. And so, yes, I'm bringing support to you all. Change the game plan. Exactly. And so you won't grow and show up if you don't feel like you understand the process. Hey, what is it? RCV, thank you so much for being here. So you're not going to show up. You're not going to perform if you don't understand how to do this. If you don't have enough information, if you don't know how to improve and be successful. That's the whole point of a company, again, offering the right training and support. So that's where I was like, okay, well, let me change this a little bit. Let me think about this differently. What did I want to have happen for me? Thank you so much, Mental Health Warrior. Hello, Wellness Girl. How you doing, friends? And so what did I want to have done for me? So I was like, well, I want to make sure I bring training. I want to make sure I share with people all the things they could be doing differently. I want to make sure I do one-on-ones to support people. If you have questions, you can come to me and I'll meet with you and we'll talk about your live stream. I want to make sure you feel like, okay, if I show up, then, and I'm going to keep growing, what are the things I need to pay attention to? How do I make sure I build my community? Can I sit in on a meeting before applying? No. This is your meeting. You can't come. Well, the agency meetings are closed. They're only for people in the agency. Again, I can't do that for a couple reasons. Because I can't coach or poach people who are not in my agency. So that's the first part. So anyone who's not in my agency, I can't coach or poach. And then at the end of the day, my meetings are the way I structure my meetings. Let me be clear. TikTok does not require agencies to do meetings. Let me say that again. That is not a requirement. TikTok does not require agencies to do meetings. I do not have to have a school platform. I do not have to do my Zoom meetings. TikTok does not require agencies to do meetings. Okay? So if agencies are doing meetings, if they're doing one-on-ones, if they have a school platform, if they have a WhatsApp, they are not required to. That is 100% my structure. So they are not required to. TikTok does not require that. Let me just be very clear about that. That is not a requirement for an agency. Now, if you are a business-minded person, you want to make sure you know who's in your organization, who's under you. You want to be able to send them out information and communicate with them. You want to make sure that they stay engaged, but you're not required to do that. You're not. So when you talk about agencies all operate differently, they do, because they're not required to. They're not. Okay? There is not a requirement for that. So when I create the school platform, that's me paying for the school platform. Very nice to know. Yeah, that's me. That's my money paying for the school platform. That's me. So that is not a requirement. That's me paying for the Zoom, because Zoom, I have the membership for Zoom, so I can have multiple people attend the Zoom meetings, and so that's 100% me paying for that. So just recognize that, again, there are things. That's why you see inconsistencies in terms of how agencies operate, because a lot of them are like, okay, they have requirements up front to say if you're gonna, school is expensive. School is it's a $99 fee per month. The one I pay for. I think they just rolled out a different package recently, but the one I pay for is the 99 a month. Yeah, thank you, Dr. Lisa. You're welcome. Interesting. Yeah, so I say that to you, Dr. Lisa Real. Oh, you're so sweet. So again, when I say I'm showing up for you all the way I wanted people to show up for me, that's what I'm doing. I'm like, okay, well, I know my audience. I tell you guys all the time, your audience is a reflection of you. I know my audience. They're gonna ask questions. Just like me, I ask questions. They're gonna want to know the information. They're gonna want to make sure they get information that to support their live stream. But ultimately, you know, when you talk about TikTok, TikTok is basically something where if you're showing up consistently, you're engaging, you're doing the things both in your live stream to connect and grow, and people feel like they want to be a part of your community, and you're doing that same engagement in the content. I don't want to overlook the content, y'all. I say that to you all the time. Let's show up for Dr. Lisa. So, um, um, so because of that, you'll grow. That is a direct impact to how you are showing up, both from the content side of TikTok and in your live stream, and then viewers. Same thing for you. How you are engaging, how you are becoming a fan club member, how you're interacting. So there is overhead involved in running the agency. It's a business. Yes. Wait a minute. Let me underscore that. When you apply as a business, and they actually ask you to run your budget. That's part of the application. Yes, that's part of the application. You're not just signing up. You're signing up as a business, and they actually want to make sure you know how to run a business. I've had my LLC for, I think we're about to hit my daughter just made 20. I started with my ex-husband, her father. And I think it should be, I think it's about 18 years old, because we did it. Oh, I'm sorry. We did it when we got her. She was born. Yeah, I think she was about 2. I'm going to say she might have been 1. So I'm going to say it's 19 years old. That's how long my LLC has been in operation. 19 years old. And so just recognizing that it's important that you understand business and how to run a business. And so obviously I've ran a couple different businesses, and you got to have a budget. You got to make sure you have all the resources available. You fund, essentially, you're funding this on the front end. So when I tell you, I'm telling all the tea right now. When I tell you the agency has to grow for it to make sense, because the growth, the monetization of it all comes from numbers and people performing and people engaging and going live. So if everybody stopped, then yeah, TikTok ain't getting paid, you ain't getting paid, and the agency ain't getting paid. That's how this works. And the percentages are really low, but you, with more numbers and more people going live and growing their community and improving, the better off as well. So that's why I put so much time and effort into the training and the resources and talking to you guys and sharing tips and strategies for hopefully you to implement some of that stuff, and then you see how things can change for your room. Yes, that has to make sense for all involved. Yeah, exactly. When I say TikTok, when I say you got to feed the beast, when I made that comment, I was being funny with my phrasing of that. But essentially, your room has to start improving and performing, so that again, TikTok was like, okay, well, I see this person is being consistent. Oh, I see this person has engagement in their room. Oh, I see all the things are happening. Let's push it out a little bit more to the FYP. Let's push it out a little bit more. That's how this works. So you got to be engaging too, especially the agency manager. Say that again. I missed the beginning part. Yes, this has to make sense for all involved, especially for the agency manager. Yes, yes, I would agree. Thank you for that. How you doing, Dr. Rel? Thank you so much for being here. So yeah, yes, yeah. If you want this to if you want this to make sense. And so some agencies set their agency requirement for hello heart Debbie, how you doing, friend? Thank you for the roses. So some agencies set theirs out to be 3 years, a 3 year commitment. You'll see that. I did 1 year because first of all I did 1 year because I'm like, well, let's see how this gonna go. So that was the first thing. Hello, friend. Thank you for the daily heart me. That was the first thing. And then I was like, okay, we'll see what the renewal looks like after the 1 year. But yeah, that's important. And then obviously the 1 year was to get people acclimated and knowing that not everybody's going to get up and moving quickly. But I wanted to make sure I gave enough runway for all of us. And obviously I would have to make some conscious decisions next time this year to make sure that the agency is performing well and people are performing as well. When you get a chance, can you talk about the rankings that is about to roll out on TikTok? About the rankings, I don't know what you're referring to. The rankings that are about to roll out on TikTok. You're not talking. Are you talking about here the daily rankings? I may not be on the loop on what you're referring to. Yes, that's true. Thank you so much. The rankings. The rankings that are about to roll out. Not yet. I don't know if I've heard any new rankings conversation. Thank you so much, friends. Thank you for the donuts. TikTok gave me a flash goal when Dr. Trish was up. I didn't start it, so I didn't do the flash goal today, y'all. But yeah, let me get to performing because we need you around. I'm looking forward to your live tonight. You're doing it tonight, Wellness Girl? Yes, Wellness Girl, you're going to be back up and running. She was on vacation, y'all. I looked at it last Sunday. I was like, where my sound healing? It was my own personal need. It wasn't nothing else but me being selfish. I was like, I need some sound healing. LYI is working for me. Thank you, Dr. Lisa. I appreciate you for all you do. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, Mrs. Treetop. UG, the fragments that I hear on these streets. Well, you're just talking about, you're saying something is supposed to be subscription. Subscription is changing. That's rolling out. That's the 15th. So subscriptions is definitely changing. I've been talking about that quite a bit. The changes to subscriptions. Mrs. UG, are you just referring to the leagues and fragments? You're saying you've heard some news that some of that's changing? Yes, tonight. All right, awesome. I'm gonna be listening. Yes. Happy Sunday, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. So let me talk about subscriptions first. I don't know if I know any new news on the fragments and the leagues. We talked about leagues yesterday, and here's my notion on leagues, just really quickly. You said I heard they are focusing on 3 areas more. What does that mean? Three more areas for fragments? What do you mean? You have such a wonderful spirit, and I thank you so much. I appreciate that. I try, y'all. That's that. Hey, I've always, and I tell my kids, I say, look here, treat people the way you want to be treated. That's literally the golden rule. I try my best to follow the golden rule because I don't want to be out here. If you guys see me, I'm gonna treat you the way I want to be treated. Until, hopefully you don't mistreat me, y'all. I still got a little Chicago with me, but no. But for the most part, I just lead with that notion. You gotta treat people the way you want to be treated. Thank you so much for the chain. Appreciate you. We're going on a trip, huh? Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Me too. Sound healing. I'm looking for you, Wellness Girl. That was Dr. Trish. And then treat them how they treat you. Yes, I love that. You treat me the way I want to be treated, and then if you treat me different, I'm going to treat you different. I love that. Yes, thank you so much. So, look at that. Thank you so much for that. Yep. Still got Chicago in you. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. That is what I love about Dr. Lisa. Yes, I know that's right. Yeah, every now and then. I think I've had to pull Chicago out once on this live. Just one time, but for the most part, I keep it under wraps. I let Orlando, the happiest place on earth, show up most of the time. Watch time, views, likes, and higher emphasis. Say that again. Watch time. Dr. Linnell, I'm reading your comment. Watch time, views, likes with higher emphasis. Are you talking about for leagues? Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. Yeah. If you're talking about for leagues, that makes sense. You said I'm from Chicago. I didn't know that. Really? Are you from South Side of Chicago, Beverly Hills community? That's where I grew up. Went to MP High. Um, and then the University of Illinois in Champaign-Urbana. Yeah, look at there, Chicago. Love it. Let's see. Because you will be treated the way you treat people. Yes, that's true. That is true. That is true. Yeah, cool gift. Yes, love that. Choo choo. I'll send some Chicago energy immediately when you need it. Thank you so much, friend. I don't know if you need to send Chicago energy. Chicago energy is interesting. No correction. Watch time, shares, and saves. Oh, you're talking about for videos. You're talking about for videos, Linnell. That's what you're talking about for videos. Yes, that is most important for videos. You're right. See my correction. Yes, you were referring to video content, not live stream. So yes. Um, I lived in the Jefferson Manors where Funtown used to be. Yes, I know Jefferson Manors. Yeah, yeah. Awesome. I had some good friends that lived over there. You're talking about the east side. That's what we called it. The east side of town. Yeah. You're right. I'll keep it Okay, I understand for videos, not live streams. Yes, for videos. That's what you want to pay attention to. Your watch time, your shares, and then and your saves on videos. Yeah, for videos. So really quickly, let me just close out the lead conversation just really quickly. So here's what I tell my new people. What am I talking about? I'm in Oak Park. Are you really? No way. Are you in Oak Park? So you're in Illinois. I didn't know that. Okay. Nice. Well, this girl did not know you were in Illinois. Okay. Wow. Yeah, Oak Park is a suburb of Chicago. Yeah, so that's a suburb. Yeah. Nice. Um, you did. Okay, we did. Okay, we had that conversation. Okay. It's like we had it. Okay. Um, thank you so much, Amber, for coming. I'm trying to do more lives consistently. You got it, friend. Just go live. Just go live. My fan club friends put the sticker. Go live. Go live. We gotta put the sticker out for our friend, Dr. Linnell. So just go live, friend. So here's what I will say. Leaks really quickly, and then I'm gonna switch to subscriptions. Leaks. Here's what you want to keep in mind when it comes to leaks. It is important to pay attention to. Don't get me wrong. However, I don't want you to get wrapped up in the early stages. If you are I'm going to say this. If you are not D1, don't pay attention to leagues yet. Don't do it. Don't do it. I think anywhere from in the D League, I'm really saying you're building your community. You're building that community because you really want to have a community, because as you go up further in those leagues, your gift gallery is determined based on your league. So if you are in the D League, then your gift gallery is the D League gifts. If you're in the C League, then you got the C League gifts. Then B is B League gifts and A is A League gifts. It's important for you to build your community, because as your gift gallery grows, as you are growing in your live stream, and you need to have all types of people in your room that can send gifts that they're eligible to send. So you need the blue boxes, you need the high engagers. You meant to say Jeffrey Minded 95 to 100. Yeah. So that's exactly 230. Yeah. So again, that's considered East Side though. When you say 95th though, so I was 105th. So yeah, we're not far from each other. But you're saying East because you said Jeffrey. That's the reason why I said that. So you said East Side. That's the East Side. I have a couple good friends to this day. They're my best friends that live on the East Side over there. Yeah, awesome. Hello, Holly Q. How you doing, friend? Yes, you that's awesome. Yeah, what about you? I'm gonna end up calling her today just to make sure I touch base. Hello, Coach V. How are you? I'm in C3, and here I am worried I'm digging into the pockets. Well, you know what? The beauty of your room and this, and so you have a lot of engagement and you have a variety of people in your room. So you should, you know, we should leverage your mods to help with pointing out your gift gallery and stuff. That should be like the next thing you do. I have referrals for you. Do you really? Thank you so much, Miss Vicky. I appreciate you. You said I have referrals. Let me know. Let me know how I can support it. I have my link in the corner. If they come in and click the link, and then it's also in my profile. If they want to click the link there, or if they want to come and just learn, I'm happy to chat with them. The other thing I will say is we're doing an event today just to celebrate our 1 month. We had 100 people in the agency, and so we're celebrating today, and we'll be in Dr. Trish's room. We'll start there, in her room. And I think there's a few other people. I don't know who the whole list is. I gotta go back and look at the list. I think Miss Treetop. I think there's some other people who are gonna be hosting in their room. So it just depends where they want to go. But I appreciate you. I missed a few days going live, so my views suffer for not being consistent. It does impact y'all. It does. Because the daily rankings is daily. So if you are leaguing up, you got to stay in that league. You got to stay consistent because you can drop down without the shield. Your shield does go away eventually. So you can lose your shield and you can drop down. So just kind of keep that in mind. That's all the daily rankings. But I don't want you to I don't want you to get overwhelmed with rankings and leagues and stuff. If you are new, you're still growing your community because you got to grow a community of supporters. Your league is predicated on people supporting your live. So if you don't have a community of supporters, then you're still growing that, and you got to make sure that you're able to league up because of the support that's happening. It's those 8 league girls that make me want to cry. Yes, yes, friend. It's hard. I wouldn't. Yeah, yeah. That's why I'm rushing to be in the 8 league. I was like, I'm good. I'm good in my little C league right now. I'm okay. We'll figure that out when the time comes. It'll happen for me. But hey, I am not rushing it. How do you get a shield? You get a shield by essentially leaguing up. Essentially, if you get all your fragments, you get a shield after you get all your fragments, and you league up. So you get a shield from leaguing up. Yeah. So if I went from C2 to C1, that's what you get a shield for. You said, what's a shield? A shield is pretty much keeping you at that league. Don't quote me. Let me do this. I always tell people where to find the information. Hello, I'm in League D5. You're fine. You're fine, Bailey. Bailey, I know you're still new, friend. You are so fine. So let me say this. I'm gonna point you out. I'm gonna point to it because I don't want to say the wrong information. I always point to where you can find the right information. So when it shows league for me, click that league 2. If you click it, it actually shows you my league. If you click the bottom where my face is, it shows you my C2. At least that's the way it shows up for me. So you guys should see my C2, and you should see where I'm at. I'm in the top 47 right now. I'm moving up for the day. We'll see. I probably won't league up today. That's just how it is. And then if I get 3 fragments, I don't have any shields left, so I actually do need to move up soon. If you click the question mark in the top right corner, or the question mark next to the shields, same information. It breaks down to what is a league and how do you league up, and then what is a shield and what is a fragment. Okay, so go ahead and read that just so that you have it all. Correct me if I'm wrong. Somebody put in the chat if you know, because I didn't read it just now because I moved out of it. But shields last for, I think they can last for up to 14 days or so. Let me know if that's correct. I think there is a time frame on them. So just know that you, once you lose your shields, you drop down. So I may have to do something this coming week so I don't lose my league. So we'll see. So we'll see what happens there. Yes, I'm in building back up from my morning live. Okay, awesome, awesome. You go live in the evenings quite a bit, so that's good too, because that's where when if you are going to have engagement in the evening, you can see where you'll league up because of what you've done in the evening. Because at midnight it rolls over. So okay, where do I find it? If you know what, if you click my photo, it should show you there. if you hit probably my, well, I don't know if it's going to show up there. It's here, right here, this line here, right under my name. It has the league there. So I would say start there. It should show you my league. We need 46 to get a shield. That's what I need. I need 46K diamonds. I need to battle. That's what I probably need to do. They better last for me being gone for 2 weeks. I don't know, friend. I don't know where you're at. That's what we gonna say. Oh, sorry, I do see it now. Awesome. Thank you so much. Everything moves so quickly. It does. It does. You said battle. I should battle. Y'all funny. You said do it, Miss Vicky. Let me know. I gotta pull. I gotta pull the room. I don't know if I would have to find somebody. Somebody just tried to battle me 5 minutes ago. So the C2 is the shield. No, you get a shield that keeps you in C2. 4.6. Okay, 4.6, not 46. Gotcha. Yes, I said 46. I'm sorry. Thanks for sharing information. You are so welcome, friend. MGen, is that it? Do you have an idea what happens if you go live daily for at least an hour to your comments, but your gifts aren't that great? Does that the TikTok care? Eventually it will matter. You gotta make sure you get engagement. That's part of the growth though. Pals is asking me questions on YouTube on the YT. So yeah, you said let's battle. Let me see. Last time I lost my battle, y'all. I'm a little feeling a little certain way. Should I go out there in the streets? I know the live daily will maintain, but it won't keep the shields. It's the coins that do. Yeah, it's the gifts. It's the gifts. And you gotta battle. Can you go to my previous comment in this live? Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Sometimes you get filtered, friend. Let's see. But you did not. Let me see your comment. Why is going live such a push? I think my views drop because I really go live. TikTok sees live streaming as one of the bigger ways, the highest growth business model for them. Okay, so going live and TikTok Shop, between the two of them, those two probably the bigger things that they're pushing. But going live is a big piece of it. And even for TikTok Shop, if you go live, then they want you to do shoppable lives because they're really pushing shoppable lives. So they had 100 million people that went live. This is what they promoted when I was doing the agency training stuff. 100 million people going live. They're trying to build this live stream area up. The content creation is something, obviously that's something that they do as well, but the live streaming is where a lot of people are building community, engagement, all the different things that you can do in a live stream. They're trying to promote live streaming. So yeah, they're really trying to push it. So it is something that you want to pay attention to. You said learning. I love it. So let's see. They make more diamonds on live stream. Yes, absolutely. It's a big business for them because the billions of people, they keep you up in the race. Yeah. When I say TikTok, whoever came up with this name, they knew what they were saying. They knew it. I don't know what they used to come up with the name, but they understood the assignment. TikTok, keep you here, and that clock is ticking, and you are being consistent, you're engaging, and you are like all in this live stream visiting different people, and the clock is just ticking away. Okay? Thanks, I see the new way of marketing. It is. New way of marketing, a new way of business growth and strategy and monetization, all the things. You say your time. It's your time. Your time and your money, but your time. Yeah. So that's a big piece of it. Really quickly, if you guys want me to battle, I don't see anybody in here that, well, I don't see anybody. I don't know. Let's see. I don't know, you all. I don't see anybody. I see a C1. She has 18. Let's see if she says yes. She's a C1er. You said I got you, Dr. Lisa. She didn't. Oh, she did. Oh my gosh. Hello, friend. How are you? Hello, friend. Hi, how are you? Hi. Would you like to battle?
Yes. Where are you from?
I'm sorry, say that again. How you doing? All right, friend. Thank you so much for being here.
What is your name?
Okay, we're gonna mute. Hello. So we are officially battling, y'all. So it says send you the match with 30 seconds. You want to guys want to tap the screen. Where are you from? I should have asked where she was from. Um, okay. Oh wait a minute. I don't think she has me muted. Unmuted. Hi. Where are you from?
Me from Ethiopia, and you?
I'm from Orlando, Florida. Say that again for me. Where are you from?
Me from Ethiopia, Ethiopia.
Okay. You said that so quickly. I still didn't get it. Was
ትክክል ነው። በሁለት ነው የሚያባዛል።
Oh, did she disconnect me? She disconnected me, y'all. What did she say? Utopia? Ethiopia. Is that what she said? Oh, she disconnected me. Okay. Somebody from her room must have came over. Ethiopia. Is that what she said? Oh, she disconnected me, y'all. It's over. She said, well, if you don't understand what I'm saying, ain't no point talking to you. So I was like, I didn't understand what she said. Did you guys? Well then, how rude? Yeah, that's how they are. Yeah, she said Ethiopia. Doc. Okay, gotcha. I didn't understand her. She knew you were going to win. Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. Okay, y'all. Well, we attempted. We're gonna see. I don't know if there's worth it going for another one, but everybody else, I always want to make sure I look for people who have enough people in their room. Everyone else seems like they have just a few people in their room right now. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see anybody with that many people in the room. Oh, Pal said she hopes TikTok gives me the default win. Possibly, I don't know. Wins are like bragging rights, I guess. Let's see. Here's a here's somebody. She has Takara. Let's see. Let's invite her. See what happens. She has several people in her room. Small but mighty rooms. Yeah, yeah. This is good training. Is it good training? Let's see. So that was a no. Um, I don't think there's many people live right now. Oh, let's see. Yeah, that's not many people. Not too many people have people in their rooms. That's what's going on too. So I don't want to go live and they don't have anybody in their room. Okay. Well, I don't know if we're gonna be able to make this happen. Let me refresh. Yeah, he is a big time battler. I wouldn't want to battle him. That's not what I want to do. I don't see him on my list anyway. And that's not something I would do. Um, that I don't think we would want that smoke. So yeah, let's see. Let me look and see. Bella Faber. Let's see. I'll send another invite. No. Yeah, everybody else just has one or two people in their room. And I don't think there's a lot of people who battle. I should, yeah, I don't see anybody else. I'm about to refresh. He's in there teaching right now, is he? Yeah, we don't want that smoke, y'all. We don't want that. He's an A-leaguer and he battles for a living, y'all. That's not what we want. We should do a friendly one of these days. I have to request you. Yes, a friendly would be great. Marvelously made, go to her. Marvelously made, let's see. I don't know if I see. You guys can, as viewers, you guys can request people. You said marvelously made. I don't see that person live right now. You know, the list would also show people who, it would not show people who have on their audience control for me. So that's probably why I don't see so many people. Yeah, I don't see that many people. Um, I could do quick invites. Let me click that. I keep my audience controls on. Yeah, I didn't turn it on. I'm gonna do a quick invite. We'll see what happens. And TikTok will, I guess, randomly pick somebody for me. We'll see. Oh, that's what happened. This is random, y'all. I don't know what's gonna happen. You said you use this a lot? Okay, nothing happened. No. Somebody, they disconnected, they didn't join. I'm gonna click it one more time. If it's not for me, it's not for me. So we'll see. Try the next one. You say you do this all the time. Well, hello.
Hello.
How are you, friend?
I'm doing good. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. Where you from?
I'm from the South. I'm just waking up, drinking some coffee.
Okay. You said you're from the South. I'm from the South. I'm in Orlando.
Okay, right on. I'm in Georgia.
Georgia. Okay, nice. All right. Do you battle at all? My community said they were in for a friendly
We
battle.
try to battle, man.
Okay. You got some friends over there or no?
Man, I got a bunch of freaking bots.
Ooh. Why? Because you just woke up.
I got some people in here too, but I got some bots.
All right.
And I don't mind them, but I wish they'd say something and tap my screen.
Exactly.
They just sitting in here.
So yeah, you got to tell them. Tell the bots to tap the screen, share the live. They got to engage. Yeah.
Ice, what's up, Ice?
All right,
Ice,
friends.
what's up, brother?
We got 3 times the gifting points right now, so appreciate you all coming in. Appreciate you so much. And in my room, we are new to battling. So do you battle often?
Jessica.
You might have muted me. Okay. I assume he did mute me. Maybe not. All right, y'all. Thank you so much. Appreciate the support. 9 viewers completed the mission. We got, thank you so much. Ice cream. Appreciate the support. Yes. Thank you so much. We're going to be in, I think, 2 times the gifting is going to come up soon. I haven't seen anything as of yet. So, yes, he battles often. I assume so. All right. So, we're going to see how this goes, friends. Thank you so much. We are in three times the gifting points reaching the target. So, we're going to be at 3 times the gifting points. So, we got gifting point target 10. They want us to get to 10 gifting points. And then we've done 1 of 10. And TikTok says we have 25 seconds to reach it. 2 of 10 gifting points, target reached. Yay! So we're gonna be in 3 times the gifting points starting soon. So that's about to start up for us. And so it is starting now. We're in 3 times the gifting points. Thank you so much for the birthday cake. Appreciate you, friends. We are tap the screen, share the live. Oh, thank you for the money gun. Appreciate you. Awesome. So yeah, he battles often. So we gonna see. We are gonna see how this goes, y'all. I would say be careful for the sniping, but that may not be it's probably a non-factor. Thank you for the follow, Alicia. Appreciate you, friend. So we are gonna see how this goes. Yolanda, thank you for the roses. I see all you. Thank you, Dr. Trish. Appreciate all the support. We are battling here. This is our friend. I never called his name, y'all. So his name is covered for me. I just see dots. So I'm gonna have to take a look at it. I don't want to unmute him now though. Alicia, hi from that's his name. Skarker's chat giving you a follow. You seem sweet. I am sweet. Thank you for that. Appreciate you, Alicia. That's his name. That's his name. I was like, I can't see his name is covered for me. I was like, I just started talking. Thank you so much, Alicia. Very nice to meet you. Very nice to meet you as well. Does he battle often? Did I just get a random battle with a pro battler? Is that what just happened? Let me know if that's what's happening. Thank you so much. Yeah, we're new to this. We don't battle. Like you say, yes, he does battle daily. Yes, y'all. Appreciate everybody coming in. Thank you so much. Yeah, we're new to this. You said yes. TikTok set me up. TikTok was like, okay, you want to battle? You want to find somebody random? We're gonna give you random. But you have a good team behind you. If you're new to battling, you have a great score. Thank you so much. I'm from his side. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate y'all coming in. Ice. Thank you all. You guys are awesome for coming through. Appreciate you all. And yeah, this is fun. Thank you, Zabby. Thank you so much. This might be some other people coming from his room. Appreciate you all stopping over. I am a Creator Network agency, and so I'm new. We're celebrating 1 month of being an agency. I started in August, and we got 100 people that we've gotten so far. So it is. Oh, look at you, level 26. Thank you so much, Mrs. Treetop. So yeah, so we're growing, and part of what we're doing in my community, we're learning how to battle, and so I'm battling. I'm not a battler though normally, so it's something that we are definitely infusing into our live streams. Good morning, thank you so much. Appreciate your friend. All right, we're down to the last few minutes. Thank you so much. This was fun. This was fun. Thank you for all your support. My top supporters, I appreciate you, Mrs. Treetop, Dr. Trish, E Nurse, Yolanda, Dr. Linnell, Silver Fox, Quetta, Nettie, Rachel Son, and Miss K Latte. Appreciate all of y'all. So let's say thank you so much. Let me see. Let me unmute them. Appreciate your friend.
My ghosties, my tappers, thank y'all.
Thank you so much for the battle. I appreciate the support, and thank your team too for coming over. I appreciate that. This was fun.
Thank you for the battle, hon.
You're welcome. All right, take care.
You have a good day.
You too. All right, y'all. I did a battle. A celebration battle, y'all. Thank you so much. Thank you for the taps, the shares, the likes. I appreciate you all. Thank you all for the gifts. You guys are so sweet. Look at you, level 23. Thank you for that, you all. Yes, we did one. And what was the and? And we survived. Okay. 1 month, one battle. Yes. I don't get it. You know what? I didn't get a vibe, but apparently he's a pro battler, so that's his vibe. I should have looked. Was he an A leaguer? I didn't even check. I didn't even check. So I should have, and I didn't even follow him, so I probably should have followed as well. So battle etiquette, y'all. So your fearless leader did not follow the battle etiquette. So I did. I should have followed it. But he was he said he lied. The points should help you keep you in your league. Hopefully they do. Hopefully they do. We'll see what it does for me throughout the day. You know what happens is that you will drop down throughout the day. So we'll see. I'm currently top 17, and so if I go live later, which I probably won't, but we'll see. Just because of the day and all that's happening. But he did not tell the truth at all. You are the top 20. Yes. So I probably should have done a little bit more with. So here's what I tell you guys. As far as what should have happened, I should have probably looked at my analytics. I didn't look before, and I should have known before going into the battle where I stood with new follows. You want to make sure you maximize those battles so that when you go live like that, whatever you earn, you're getting the maximum percentage. So right now, I'm only at 2 new follows. So I need to, so in a perfect world, I should have asked like, hey, can 3 more people of your friends follow me so I can get the maximum? And then do the same. So I didn't get the maximum so far. What did he say? I missed a lot. Yeah, I missed it too. I think they just said he woke up. He didn't have a lot of people in the room. I didn't look at his room. I never looked. That's why I go live later at night to keep my league place. Yes. Well, that's what I was sharing when you because you go live at night, you battle, and then you're able to maintain whatever you have there. Yeah, bots, not at all. You said no bots. He had no bots. You said the bots, and the bots was lies. Yeah, he had real people. Yeah, tell them to tap and engage. I'm so naive. I was like, yeah, you just woke up. Tell them to tap and engage. Tell the bots to share the live. He like, yeah, girl, whatever, whatever. But no, he definitely had some firepower over there. So he had it over there. I'm gonna go to his room, but I changed my mind. See, Black Lotus, you're supposed to be my person. Go over there. Where was Mika Grace? Y'all supposed to go and do the recon. You were helping him, and he didn't need any help at all. He woke up battling me, huh? Woke up, yeah, I'm just sitting here waiting. I'm just waking up, drinking my coffee. Laugh alone. He might have. If Dr. Lisa rolled out of bed and went live, we'll still be here supporting. Yeah, I should do him. I should be like him, huh? Thank you so much, Silver Fox. I am not that way. I always, but then I get left in the other live. What happened? I always go, but then get left in the other live. Yes, that happened to me too. You got to move quickly. JJ Bless, thank you so much for the daily heart me. Yes, you definitely got to move quickly. Have a great day, everyone. I believe that I am following everyone. Yes, Yolanda. Well, thank you so much for showing up, friend. I appreciate the support. Thanks for all the great questions, too. Appreciate everybody. Tap, tap, tap. Thank you so much, friend. And yeah, we're going to keep going live, friends. All right, so we'll see. We'll see if I get a shield and I league up. I may. Yolanda, don't leave. If you left already, maybe I'll show up at your live tonight. Sit in on one of your battles. She battles all the time. She's up late. Have a great day. I'll catch all later. Thank you, Bailey. Thank you for being here, friend. Appreciate you all. So you guys saw a battle in real time. See, I keep catching y'all. Y'all get the friendly battles. I be getting the people who are like battling pros. The last battle I had, that person was a pro. She was like, yeah, I have my audience control. I'm just chilling. He said, sounds good. Okay, friend, I probably will. For real. Yeah, I don't know. I get the battle pros. Y'all get the newbies. Y'all leaguing up. Y'all winning y'all battles. I ain't won a battle. I don't know if I won a battle in the community fest. I was winning a few battles then, but that's it. Well, battling professionals looking good, real good right now. Yes. I'm getting all the pros, y'all. So I gotta figure this out. TikTok was like, no, ma'am, you gotta get with the pros. I'm planning to host some battles. Let me know if you're interested in anyone. Oh, that's beautiful. Let's see. I'm gonna pin your comment so people can see it. Maybe stacking. I know. The battling pros, they getting me each and every time. Hello, Coach. Happy Sunday, everyone. Some sugar I just battled and lost, but I did good. We'll see. We were teasing about my battle person. The person I battled was a pro. Hello, everybody. And some sugar was up late yesterday. She had finally gone live this week. She had a nice little co-host session going on. So I should say that is a popular way to do it, guys. If you are somebody who's nervous and shy about going live still, go live with a friend. Co-host. Okay? Pals, she does it all the time as well. So just make sure you're co-hosting. That could be another way to do it. I went in her room late. Did you? I just followed everyone. Thanks. Thank you so much, K Latte. Yes, thank you so much for that tap, tap, tap. I appreciate you, friend. Hey, Shells, how are you, friend? Shells, I didn't get a chance to see you yesterday, but I think you went live as well. I just had a walking panel workout this morning. Did you? Oh yeah, you did. You did go live. Who's going live right now? Let me check. Anybody live? Okay. Um, our friend, she changed her name, I think. Let me see. I was about to say Dr. Rob changed her name to author. Oh, okay, wait a minute. Okay, no, that's her real name, her username. Gotcha. So her username is that. So D Rob is live right now. Hold on. Let me say I did my 30 minutes yesterday, which was awesome. Look at you. Awesome. Look at you. And then I did a panel for 90 minutes and another live. Oh, look at you. You're like, I'm doing it. I love that. How you doing, my fave? Appreciate your friend. We just did a battle for the 1 month celebration. We just did a battle. And so it was cool. It was cool. It was fun times. Um, so yeah, today we're doing, let me just kind of recap what today is going to look like. Today we're doing, Dr. Trish is hosting a panel. Oh, I missed that. Yeah, we it was a good time. We got somebody who was a pro battler. We got somebody who was a pro battler. So I did not win, but we are happy with how it turned out. So it was a good battle. Um, Coach Rhonda, thank you so much for joining. Appreciate you, friend. So, what tonight is going to look like at 4 o'clock, Dr. Trish is hosting. Um, she's co hosting. I'm going to say that differently. Everybody who's coming in is going to be in their own room. So, you're starting in your own room and you're going to join her live. So, she's going to connect. So, it's going to be a co host approach. Okay. So, I'm joining her live as a guest. I'll see. Dr. Trish, we'll see. Maybe I will go live because I'm looking at if I want to get a shield, maybe that's something I need to consider if I'm going to do it. So maybe I will go to my room at one point. So I'll message you if I end up going live. So we'll see. Can you repeat that? So Dr. Trish is, let me see. Dr. Trish, did you leave the room? Let me know. Put a comment in if you're here still, friend. I was gonna pin her. Okay, she's here. Sorry, walked away. What happened? I was she's so funny. This is Dr. Trish. So go ahead and follow her, everybody. If you want to follow her. She said, I'm here. So she is hosting, she is going to be co-hosting our celebration where we're going to be talking about the wins this month of August, the first 30 days. We'll talk about the agency, how the agency has helped, and then we're going to talk about just goals for the future, what you plan, what do you expect for September, how do you expect to grow. Dr. Trish, I was saying I may co-host. We'll see. I may come in as a co-host, and I'll pop in that way, and then maybe I'll drop down as a guest. So we'll see. Because I want to be in your room. If I co-host, I probably would be in your room the whole time. So I have to think through that because I want to be there the whole time. So maybe I'll just do a guest. Oh, good. I'm glad we all get to be live. Yes, we all get to be live. We're going to do it as a co-host approach. So that'll be good. So you want to let your rooms know you are going live at 4 p.m. So anybody who is part of the group, do we go live on our own? Shells, no, Shells, so anybody who is not going to be part of, so what Dr. Trish is doing, let's explain this. So Dr. Trish has about 8 people who started in August that's going to be telling their, kind of like their testimony essentially, in terms of how they've grown, how things have evolved for them in that first month of being in the agency. So that's pretty much what's happening. So they're going to come in. Hello, Post for Profit. Appreciate your friend. Anybody else? I miss Carrie. Thank you for joining. Thank you for the finger heart. Billionaire Coasting True Life. How you doing, friend? Thank you for joining. And you said, oh wow. What's oh wow? What you mean, oh wow? I am a credit network agency. Yes. So what I was saying is anyone who is joining, you probably should join in Dr. Trish's room or anybody else's room that is part of the co-host experience. So that's what I would tell you. Anybody else? So you can go to Coach Rhonda. You're doing it. Anybody else? Who's else in the room? So you can visit different rooms. So you can bounce around to different rooms. Absolutely. Got it. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. So, how do I join an agency before the TikTok changes? Oh, love that. Before TikTok changes, huh? It's like I'm with an agency, so I'm protected. Well, I don't know if it's going to protect you that way, but an agency will give you information. We'll share out whatever we know as we get the information too. But the link here is the link here to apply to my agency. And so I put the question there just to be clear. Do you need an agency, a creator network agency? A creator network agency is going to help you in terms of giving you training, hosting strategy, monetization strategy, advocacy if your account was banned or in violation. And so that's what an agency does to support you. It shares different information coming from TikTok, and then also making sure that you're aware of what's happening with any major changes with the app. So, do you need an agency? I tell people if your strategy is to grow here, if you're looking to grow from a live stream perspective, if you're looking to build your community, an agency is what you need. Agencies are free. Agency is free. When you think about it from that perspective. Are you having a Zoom meeting today? I am, Shells. You should have gotten an email from me. Cheryl's at 6:30 is the Zoom meeting. Let me know if you didn't get it. Everybody, we're doing our meeting today at 6:30. I will be one of the people co-hosting. Yes, Mrs. Treetop. So Mrs. Treetop is a co-host as well. I am Natty Nat. I think is the co-host. That's what you meant by I am. I am. Okay, absolutely. So those are people who are co-hosting today. So agencies are free, and let me break that down. As you go live, as you grow, you should grow. You should be growing. Okay. Dr. Trish, you requested, give me 1 second. Agencies are free, no subscription. No, it's free, no subscription. Thank you for the crowd, lot ranking crowd. Appreciate you, friend. That was cute. Um, it is free because what happens is that TikTok, you can earn up to 53% of your rewards in a week. So you go live daily, that's 40%. And then over the week, you can get an additional 13%. I tell people that 13% is not realistic. That's for the elite people. But as you are growing your community, you can earn up to 53%. That's how TikTok advertises it. TikTok takes the difference of whatever happens in your live stream. TikTok takes the difference, and with their difference, they pay a few percentages to the agency. And so your agency is there to help you grow, help you monetize, help you think very intentionally and strategically about your live stream. So that's why you have an agency. You don't know what you don't know. And as we all can attest, there's a lot to learn in these TikTok streets. And so just having an agency is going to support you in your journey, okay? Got the email. Thank you, Dr. Lacey. You're welcome, friend. And so, so we're here to support. I'm calling up Dr. Trish. If you want to join the agency, you can click the link in the corner. I'm calling up Dr. Trish. Hello, friend. Hello. How are you?
Yeah, so we have half of the co-hosts, TikTok live hosts in the room. Please check your direct message because I just sent you guys a message and I'm just trying to get organized with the times and stuff. And I also want to make sure that you guys know that you're going to be going live in your room and then requesting to come up in my room. But you have to decide on what time. And if you're flexible and you don't have a particular time, that's fine. Just let me know I'm flexible and I'll organize it as such with the people that have a particular time that they want to speak. And we all have 10 minutes each to speak. So I'm just trying to get organized. So please check your DM. And that's for Coach Rhonda, Coach Chantel, Mrs. Trita, and Natty Nat that's in the room right now. The others aren't. And also for everybody else, if you would love to support Launch Your Income and Dr. Lisa in this event, I'm going to ask that you share out the flyer either in your stories, or if you want to make a post, you can go and look at my bio, my page, and you can copy and paste what I posted a couple of days ago. You could just write up something, short, like, If you're already, part of the agency, just say something along the lines of, my agency, Launch Your Income, is going to have a 1 month celebration. We want to share testimonies as to how our, live journey has been since we become a member of the agency and how successful we're becoming. Please join us for a panel of speakers that will be sharing their own testimony.
All right, thank you, friend.
I will post it in the Launch Your Income chat, but I'll also send it to Dr. Lisa so you have the most updated one that you can use. That's it.
All right, thank you so much, Dr. Trish. I appreciate you. So yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to contact Dr. Trish. Contact me. I think I understand the flow for tonight. But I don't know if I have all the different time assignments. But definitely check your inbox so you have that information. Okay. All right. Thank you. Appreciate you. Bye-bye. All right. I need help. Definitely stuck. You Layton, how are you, friend? Thank you so much. My friend, billionaire, Coast and True Life. Let me say this, friend. You are already with an agency. So TikTok has rules for people to apply. You only can be with one creator network at a time. So if you're already with an agency, you have to go to that agency. I can't coach or poach. So you got to go to that agency and talk to them about the support that you need, friend. So you can't join currently because it says you're already with that creator network. When it comes to my friend Shanita, how do I apply? Shanita, you applied. I did accept your invitation. However, TikTok says you have to do a trial live. So you got to do a 10-minute live, trial live. You just go live for 10 minutes. I tell people make sure you click the little house that's in the corner here or swipe to the right so you can confirm that you did 10 minutes. And then you can join. You can accept the invitation that I sent. I'll break it down in a second. You said I'm already with an agency? Yes. That was a question, I'm assuming. You didn't know that? Okay, yes. I'm confused. Layton, what you need? How do you know that? How do I know that? Because I am a creator network. If you click the link here, they click the link in the corner to apply. And when they went to apply, I can look. I have a computer right here. I can look to see their application. So that's just happened. So that happened in real time. I clicked their application when Dr. Trish was up here talking. I was doing all that magic. He said, "Oh, what about me? Layton, you didn't apply." Hold on one second. Let me refresh my screen. He said, "Oh, how do I find out who it is? Let me show you. Layton, you didn't apply. You had to click the link, friend. If you click the link, I can check for you. Let me show you real quick, billionaire. And then also my friend Shanita. This is for you too, friend. So if you are, I'm gonna go to my shop page and show you. So if you go here, let me change it down. Okay, so here's where I want you to go. So you're on your profile. If you're on your profile, you're gonna click your TikTok studio. Okay, you're gonna click TikTok studio. You're gonna see TikTok Studio Tools Live. I want you to click the live side. So you're gonna go to the live side. So then I want you to scroll down. You see where it says Tools and Resources. Mine has a little arrow here. Sometimes it's little boxes for people. But Tools and Resources, click the Tools and Resources. If you click the Tools and Resources, it'll show Join a Creator Network. It's the very last one here. Join a Creator Network. Yours says Creator Network. It doesn't say join. It actually says Creator Network. And you'll see when you click that, now this is, I don't belong to a network, so that's why it's like this. But for yours, it's going to say the agency you're with. Okay? And so you want to reach out to that agency, and then you determine how they can best support you. But at some point, you are there. Okay. Yeah, you're with somebody. Layton, I applied, I think. So you're going to click, you click the arrow in the corner, not the Service Plus, but this arrow right here, the last one in the corner. So let me check, friend. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. Let's see. So Layton, Okay, Leighton, you said you need help. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. What do you do for your live stream? Let's see. Cause it's accepting you, friend. You don't have to do the trial live. Let me talk to Shanita. I know I said I was going to talk to you as well, because you have to do the trial live. Okay, so Leighton, what just happened? So let me talk to Shanita and Leighton at the same time. So Leighton, you received an invitation to join the agency. Thank you for joining, friend. Um, so you received an invitation. So let me show you what you're gonna see. So I'm on my profile. So you're gonna go to your profile. You're gonna go to inbox. Let me turn my mirror off. So you're gonna go to inbox. And Shanita, you're gonna do the same thing. Shanita, you're gonna go to inbox. So for Leighton, let's start with Leighton first. You just got a system notification from TikTok. Okay? You received a system notification, and under that system notification, um, you'll click that and it'll say a creator network has invited you. Essentially, it's going to take you to the page I just showed, Billionaire. It's going to take you to that creator network page where you're going to accept the invitation. That's essentially what it's going to do. So you're going to accept the invitation. Once you accept the invitation, I get a notification. I'm going to send you in the inbox. So Shanita, this is what you got from me. So imagine I'm in your inbox. So imagine one of these names, one of these pictures is me. It's going to say Dr. Lisa. Click it. Accept my invite to you, or my friend request essentially. And so you're gonna see in your inbox a message from me, Shanita, that says right at the top that you have to do a trial live, and then I gave you a little blurb that says here's why you have to do a trial live to join the agency. So you're gonna click that little message, the white box at the top, and tap that to go to the live screen and do your 10-minute trial live. And then you're gonna get a system notification like Leighton just got. You're going to get a system notification to accept it. Leighton, after you accept it, you're going to get my inbox message. Can I get out that network? Billionaire, give me 1 second. I'm going to answer your question tactfully because I can coach or poach you. But I will explain what the out clause is or what the process is. So it's up to you on how you move forward with that. Perfect. I'll be looking out for it. Okay, so first accept the invitation. So go to the system notification. You should have it from TikTok. And then once you get that, you'll get the inbox message with my web page. It's a copy paste because TikTok doesn't allow for clickable links. So it's a copy paste for you to go copy paste it, fill out my contact form. I'm doing a meeting today at 6:30 on Zoom. So after this, I'll send it out to anybody who joined the agency to get that if you fill out my webpage in time. Okay? Billionaire, let me explain for you, friend. And I'm gonna get off shortly. I realize I've been on, oh gosh, it's been 2 hours, so I'll stay a little bit longer. So Billionaire, when you join an agency, TikTok gives you about 2 weeks. It's like a 15-day period for you to determine if you like the agency, if you want to stay with them. So you can get out without any issues. You can quit if you choose to and withdraw. If you wait after those 15 days, you have to give what's called a 30-day notice. And thank you for the popular. You give a 30-day notice, and with that 30-day notice, you can decide to stay with the agency, or you can let that phase out and you are officially finished with the agency after 30 days. Then you gotta wait 2 months. So essentially it's 90 days. Then you gotta wait 2 months. They call it a cool down period before you can go to another agency. Okay? So if it has been over 15 days, then you gotta do the 30-day and then the 2 months. So the next time you can join an agency is November, because you got to do all of September, all of October, all of November. So it would be December essentially before you can join another agency if it's after that 15 days. Okay, so that's how that will work. But it's up to you in terms of how you want to move. I had no idea about any of this. Yes. It's a thing. TikTok has a thing out here, y'all. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. That's super crazy. Yeah. And your girl did it. So I know what it's like. But yes, it is. I had no idea. Yeah. Yeah. So I tell you guys, I give it straight here, and I tell you all that. Thanks for educating me. You're welcome, friend. So that's what I give. I give you guys straight information, and it's up to you to use it. I want you guys to be successful. I hope you understand how the app works. Consistency and engagement is a big piece of it. And like I said, the agencies that are out here, they all do things differently. So you got to figure out what's best for you. Appreciate your friend. You got to figure out what's best for you with deciding on an agency and what type of support you need, what you want. And like I said, some agencies have requirements. I don't have requirements. I have strong encouragements because I tell people, like, okay, at the end of the day, I want to learn, I want to grow, and I want an agency that's going to support me. I aim for 30 minutes live a day minimum. How do you do 2 hours? I'm impressed. So in the agency, I have strong encouragements because I would tell you to do 3 days a week at a minimum in at least 1 hour per live. So you're gonna get to that point. You're gonna get to that point, Shells. It's gonna you're like, wait a minute. Tell you I have strong encouragements. It's up to you if you want to take it. Honestly, just want good, honest people to help me. There we go. But no, it gets easier. Let me tell you this, like the first 30 minutes, we're chatting, engaging, and we're having a good time and we're talking. So before you know it, you're already an hour or 30 minutes in. Hey everyone, how you doing, Andy? Thank you so much. Thank you for the follow as well. I appreciate it. If you haven't followed the live host, follow me. So make sure you follow. And then you want to tell your people, I teach you guys how to make sure you are also engaging. An hour a day, I can try. Yeah. Just press it a little bit more, depending on what you're talking about. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate your friend. And so just talk about yourself in the beginning, get people to engage with your live, and then as people come in, make sure you're liking and commenting and sharing out your live as well, and you're welcoming people in. I talk to 0 people in my live. I basically talk to myself. Self-therapy. That's okay. That's in the beginning. That's how all of us start. That's how it is. In the beginning, you are talking to yourself. Now, like I said, make sure you like, comment, and share your live out. And ideally, you want to create a live event. You want to post about it. You want to let people know you're going live. If you go into my live and my content is way down, I should share it out with you all. I'm going to share it in the group just so you guys see my journey because I want you guys to see this. I didn't know I could do that. Yeah. Layton, that's what we do here. I'm going to teach your friend. Give me a second. I'm going to teach you I'm going to teach you in real time because I'm going to show you. Actually, give me 1 second. But I'm going to post my early video. I have a video that I did early in my live journey. If you go, you see you're the best. That I did. And I literally said, it was somebody who had a comment about, I think we were talking about going live. And my response to her, because you can do the response comment to people, I said, let's do a 30-day challenge. I'm going to go live with you. You go live with me. And so she didn't go live. Matter of fact, I need to find her. I got to go back and look at that video and see who it was. But, but I did a video about it. And that's how it all kicked off for me. And you could tell in my videos, even then, my lighting wasn't all that great. My quality wasn't that great. I didn't have like this background now. It wasn't as vibrant. It was a different experience. And what I tell you, you're growing. You're getting better. You're getting more confident. If you go back and look at my old videos, I was shaky with my voice. Words weren't coming out very fluidly. It was like I've evolved. I will say that. I am a work in progress and I have evolved from that person 9 months ago to the person today. Okay? So it gets better, but you got to stay consistent. You got to stay engaging with the content, with your live stream, with your audience. Thank you all for the likes. I feel that Layton, it gets better, friend. Okay, so really quickly, let me give you a couple tips. As you come into your live, you're going to be liking your live. You're going to share your live. Let me show you about sharing your live. There's a couple different ways to do it. And so, Layton, once you accept the invite, now that you're in the agency, you will become part of the group chat. So I have 4 group chats, y'all. We're growing. I have 4 group chats going on right now. We're officially 100 people. Once our friend Layton and our friend Sanita, she does a trial live, and then once some of our other friends that got trial lives joins, we're gonna be really, really Over 100 people. Yay, me. Andy, did you apply? Andy, you said me. Let me see. Did you click the link? Let me check, friend. And then let's see. Click the link in the corner. No, click this link here. You said me. Click the link in the corner and then you can apply to join. Where's the link? It's right here in the corner. You should see it. Let me know if you see it. I'll check my messages after this. Awesome. Let me tell you about sharing a live. I want to share this tip because I know a lot of people should be doing this and we need to do it more. So we're going to work on this. But as you grow your community, as you grow your followers, you want to share your live. Thank you so much for the likes, Coach Rhonda. And so, Andy, let's see. I'm going to see if you're eligible for a friend. Okay. So, Andy, you have a notification that you already joined an agency. Okay. So, yours is actually different from Billionaire because Billionaire said that she is in an agency. You, just like you just did for me, you click somebody's link. Essentially, you've already clicked somebody's link. So you need to make a decision on if you want to what you want to do. I'm going to say that I can't coach or poach, but you got to make a decision on what you want to do. So many things to learn. It is a learning curve, but it gets easier over time. It does get easier over time. So let me show you really quickly. Since I showed Billionaire, you need to make a decision because you have an agency. You said I made a decision. Well, you didn't, friend, because TikTok said you didn't make it yet. He already chose. He's here. I know he did. Andy, no, Andy, I want to go with you. Well, you need to go into the system, friend. So I'm going to show you on my shop page where to go, okay? So you need to go and you need to go here, go there. If you want to go even now, it's up to you. Because somebody else had the same message and they had to make a decision and they made a decision and then they came back. And when I checked their status, I was able to accept them. So they made a decision, but it was up to them. I love the gentle coaching. We love the gentle oh, you said I'm gentle coaching. I love that. And I have kids. So I have college kids and I have a 5-year-old. And so we talk about the gentle parenting because my older kids like, why does he get gentle parenting? We didn't get this gentle parenting. But I don't think I gentle parent him. So okay, Dr. Lisa Luncher Income is the best. Thank you, Coach Rhonda. Okay, so Andy, here's what you're gonna do. It's the best. I respond well to that. So here's what you do. You're gonna go. Let me flip my camera so you can see the words correctly. So Andy, I'm just gonna show you where you go, and you're gonna have to make a decision on your own, okay? But you're gonna go to TikTok Studio, okay? So you're on your profile. You click your TikTok Studio. Once you click TikTok Studio, you'll see Tools and Live. You're gonna click the live side, okay? So you're gonna click the live side. So you need to make a formal decision. You've made a decision informally. Now you have to formalize that decision. Okay, going to do it. So you got to go to Tools and Resources. Under Tools and Resources, it may be boxes here. I'm not sure how your layout is going to be. Mine is this little arrow I have to press over here. Stop it. Press it. Doesn't like when I do it backwards. So I press the arrow. You're going to go to the Creator Network. You said put in the papers. And then you're gonna click the Creator Network because for you that's where this is at, and you're gonna accept or deny whatever's there. It's up to you. You gotta make a decision. And you make that decision. And essentially, once you make your decision, I can determine if I'm able to accept you. Okay. All right, friend. So I'm able to send you the invite, rather. Got it. Give me 30 seconds. Okay. I love it. All right. So Andy, here's Layton. This is for you, friend. So, and this is for anybody else about sharing your live. I'm gonna say this more often because here's what's happening. And I'll be honest with you. I as an agency, we have a backstage, so we can see who's live. We can see how your live is going. And sometimes I'll tune in and just kind of listen a little bit. We got 3 people going live right now. We got Grow with Grace, we got Coach Chantel, and we got D Rob going live right now. So, I can listen in on those lives and just see how they're doing and stuff and how they're performing. A lot of times, what you want to do early in your live is that you want to like your live, so you can tap your screen, friends. Okay, you can tap your screen. I would say you should be like your first 100 likes. If ain't nobody liking your live, you should have liked your live. There should be no reason why I come in and I see 0 likes. So there's no reason for that. You should be liking your own live. Oh, I did not know that. Yes, you can tap your screen. There is no rules against tapping your screen. And you should. Matter of fact, TikTok tells you. If you pay attention to those very first message, TikTok says more likes will bring people to your room. Well, if you're in your room by yourself, who liking it? You gotta be liking it. So you should be liking your live. Oh, wow, I'm slow. True. So there's no reason why you shouldn't have likes, okay? So likes is a given. I would say your first 1,000 should be you, okay? You should be liking your live. I was told that was bad. No, TikTok tells you. And like I said, I don't tell you stuff that TikTok ain't telling you. Yeah, you can like your live. You can share your live out. Matter of fact, it tells you to share your live out. Tap and get it together too. Now, see, I don't use the tap on my live. I mean, on this screen. I use my other device, y'all. So, and then I use that combination. So, in a different account. So that's the other thing. But that's something that's for Zoom. I can't be saying that on here. TikTok get upset with me. Right? I thought it was tip, not. It was a tip, not a recommendation. You thought it was a tip. I love that. I didn't know that either. Yes. I'm going to give myself 10,000 likes. But yeah, man, I could have helped myself. Yeah, you should be tapping your live. Now, here's the deal. You should be sharing your live and posting it to your story. Okay? So look here. Click that arrow below here. I'm so happy I'm here. So you see where it says add to story. I've already added my live to my story. I'm gonna add it again. Since I'm here, might as well add it again. So I just added my live again to my story. And then what I'm going to do is that so you can copy the link and send it out to other platforms if you choose to. That's up to you. But I can send my live to people up here. My most frequent shares are here listed. There is what do you call it? The magnifying glass, the search bar. You click that in the corner. You can share your live to other people. Okay? So this is another way to share your live out. And then I like this feature because you can also search. So if I type in the word, let me type in the word, you know what? I'm going to type in the word Layton. Layton, we ain't following each other yet. But anyone who has Lay, in their name, Clay, LeMay, all these names are in here, Layers, Big C Lay. I can click down to all those people and share this live out to them if I want to do that way. So that's a way to do it. Play with that real quick. You don't have to share the live. It's up to you if you want to share it out to somebody. But you literally can type in words. Type in the word cat and see all the different C names that come up for you. Okay? Now, if you're newer with not as many followers, you may not have as many. The list may not be as extensive. But just know you can share your live out to your followers. Okay? And you said, wow. So yeah, so that's in there. Now the other way, this is the power share. Because I want you to pay attention to this. If you hold my glasses or my nose, the middle of the screen, hold down. Just press it down. A list of people who you recently shared the live out with, your top supporters, names like that will show up. For a live host, when you're live, it says top supporters, it says all that stuff. But at the very bottom, you can scroll to the bottom of the screen. It says more friends. So you could send it to people again. It's that same search that you saw with the search bar. And you can share the live out that way. Thank you so much for sharing the live. Appreciate you all. Appreciate you, Melanie. So yeah, you got to share your live. You need to share your live. And so the beauty of being a part of a group, so if people have put you in groups, use those groups. I wasn't a big fan of the groups at first. I use the groups all the time now. Because when I come to y'all lives, I use the groups. I share y'all lives out to the group. So that's 30 plus people, depending on how large the group is. Because I think the max can be 32. I've hit the max a couple times now. Thank you so much for the follow, friend. Thank you, Melanie. That's smart. So you can search those groups. And let me say this, you're going to be added, part of the agency, you're going to be added to my group, Launch Your Income group. You'll see, look at the name of the group. When you're in your live, share your live with the group. Put a little blurb about your live topic. You guys will see, I do it all the time. I do it for you all, I do it for myself. Leverage the groups. And what will happen, what should happen, is people who are free and they like your topic and they like what you're going to be talking about, they pop into your group. So that's 30 people from the agency alone that may or may not pop in. I'm not, I don't guarantee people will, but certain people do come because you sent the invite in the group. So so the groups is a way to build community. Yes. Why do you typically put what do you typically put for the topic for your live? What you mean by that, Clayton? Depends on what your live topic is about. What you mean? So what do you talk about in your lives? Because I was looking at your bio. Thank you so much, Jay. Appreciate you. Let me understand that. Like what you're talking about? Yeah. So for me, obviously I'm talking about do I need to join a creator network agency? Obviously I'm talking about the agency quite a bit, but I'm a TikTok coach. That's what I call myself. And so I give tips about TikTok, just like I'm talking about sharing out the live and stuff. So there's stuff like that. I usually just talk about life. So yeah, so decide on what your topic of the day will be so people know it. And then you can use a sticker like I did here, celebrating 1 month and 100. And so we're talking about that. We talked about that with Dr. Trish. I got the confetti glitter falling. We're talking about the agency. So you could use a sticker to say your topic. Sometimes people use boards. So a board could have your topic as well. And you can use that to say, okay, is there a question you want to ask? And so I like questions because people are curious. Put a question that a person is curious about, and maybe that's going to inform your topic and your discussion. So yeah, you could do that. And so people, ask me, do I need a creator network? Now let me answer that. You don't know what you don't know. And if you want to grow, if you're trying to go live, if you're trying to monetize, yes, you need a creator network. That's the short answer of it. Now, the right creator network is the next question. What's the right one? What should I pick? And so then I'm going to tell you to do your research and make sure that the agency makes sense for you. Someone I didn't know invited me to join their bulletin board. Their bulletin board. That's interesting. I don't know. I'm not sure. Their bulletin board. Let me know if anybody, that happened to me too. Let me see. Is that a new feature? I'm looking at to join the bulletin board. Somebody know what they're talking about? Let me know if you know what they're talking about. Anybody? Yes, some creators invite their followers to join the bulletin board. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. What's the bulletin board? You stumped me with that one. Anybody know what that is? Sometimes some of the people in the agency are TikTok coaches, so they may know. I don't know if I've come across the bulletin board yet. Let me see. 2 people did, but I declined. The bulletin board. No, not me. Haven't heard of it yet. Yeah. Anybody? I don't know. Bulletin board sounds familiar. Okay, Dr. Trish is coming up. Let's see if she knows. I requested. Okay. You know what that is? I'm drawing a blank.
Yeah, I'm seeing it. I haven't tried it myself, but I think it's really, really cool. TikTok Live Studios is opening up some really great new features.
Oh, so it's a live studio feature. Oh, it's a live studio.
I think that's what he means, unless I don't. Maybe he's thinking about something else. But what I've seen is like, you know how when you tap the screen and all those little emojis, you know, come on the side. So now it looks like there's an ability where you can have it flying around your screen, like how you have the glitter falling down.
So people's faces will fall down?
Not the, well, I think I've seen that as well.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And then also just like the little pictures of when you tap.
Their faces are tapping, so they're part of the bulletin board. Like that. That's what you mean?
But the little pictures when if you tap, you know, when we're tapping,
Yeah,
there's like a little heart,
yeah,
like whatever. Those fly around your screen in front of your face when you're live.
Oh, okay. So wait a minute. So you think that's a live studio feature?
It has to be because one of the live hosts that I sometimes go into at 7 a.m. in the morning, she does everything on TikTok Live. Unless she's got it set up through Tickfinity. I know she uses both of those. And then what else? Oh, yesterday during a battle, I went into someone's room and she was getting ready to battle, and she had like her list of tappers from greatest to least along the left side of her screen. And I said, what is that? Because I would go in there, I'm like, what is that? I want to learn. I'm like, what are you doing? I want to do it too. Right. And so she said that it's the list of the tappers and it's showing how much they're tapping. Like it's showing from greatest to least. And I guess, you know, everybody wants to be recognized, obviously. And so it's just a nice way to kind of like put them up on your screen and also enhance your tapping. Oh, so for example, Black Lotus. So you know my taps are really high today. Black Lotus is she's a tapper. So it'll show her at the very top, and then your second, and your third, and so forth. Wow, and that's all through. Show how much she tapped. It'll show like you know how much she tapped. And you think that's all through TikTok Live Studio? The second one, the one that I saw the tapping, she uses TikTok Live Host. TikTok. I keep saying the wrong word. TikTok Live Studio, right? Yes. TikTok Live, yes. She uses that as well because she created some Excel sheets where she helps people be organized and, you know, going back and gifting the people that gifted you and staying on budget and all of that. So she uses that in her live studio when she teaches. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, live studio is intriguing me. I was hopeful that we'll see if Pals and Yolanda can talk about it a little bit more today. I have not tried live studio at all, so I'm leaning towards trying it out and seeing if I like it. And then maybe more people might want to use it too. You tried it for a little bit. What was your thoughts on it? I have. The only thing I didn't like is that I couldn't tap my own screen. Oh, okay. I couldn't tap my own screen. What else? I kind of moved. I shifted from pulling up PowerPoint slides. So I kind of shifted, you know, I'm doing the stretch and strength training now in the morning. So I don't really need it for what I'm doing right now. But it wouldn't be like, I kind of like, you know, completely leave it. I like everything that you can do with it now. I just need to learn how to do it and then incorporate it with whatever, you know, my next step is. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I know my layout for my live stream when I first set it up is different. So I'm going to take a look because I wonder if they're adding some more features there too on the mobile side. Yeah, but I think a lot of people are, you know, maybe some people don't know about it yet. Maybe some people are trying. It's hard at first because, you know, I mean, it was hard for me. I was super confused and I wanted to do it, you know, for the longest, but you're going to have a learning curve with it, you know? So we need to teach it to each other, definitely. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. We'll have some more conversations about it, especially today. Maybe I can get a few people just to touch on live studio a little bit more so we can start considering it. I don't know if I would say people should run out and do it quite yet because like you said, it's a learning curve. And if you're still getting comfortable being in front of the camera, learning that too could be a little intimidating. So. Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you. I appreciate you. Bye-bye. No problem. All right. Thank you. Dr. Linnell, I see you as well. You said, okay, I found it by searching
I'll read it and learn. Okay, gotcha. I'll take a look too. I'm gonna search for it too. That's their bulletin board. So I'll take a look and see. That's Live Studio. Apparently from what it's a new feature dropping on. It dropped August 28th. But it sounds like it might have been from Live Studio side. But we'll see if it's in the mobile side, the mobile device. I don't see it anywhere here. I checked. I checked the wand. I'm checking the magnifying area. I looked under playbook. Let me see. Because the playbook sometimes will have different things in it. Service Plus is there. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't see it under. But there are so many different things. That playbook is a lot, so you might want to take a look at that. How you doing, Kim? I see you, friend. Thank you, Coach Rhonda. I saw you with all the likes and shares. Thank you so much, you all. We are rocking and rolling. This is our we're doing our 1 month celebration today at 4 o'clock. Andy, let me know. Did you check your situation? You want to put in the chat? I'll check for you. I'm gonna jump off shortly. Let me know if there's anybody else I need to check for. And let me know if you have questions, okay, friends? And so I have so many questions. Do you really? Like you said, I have so many questions. Well, like once you accept an agency, let's chat. We're gonna do our meeting today. It's gonna be a Zoom meeting at 6:30 p.m. So we'll chat there, and then I do one-on-ones. So if you want to schedule a one-on-one, I'm happy to do that. I'm probably not gonna do my beginner training this week. I'm probably not gonna do it this week. I'll wait until the following week to do a beginner training. I was doing it Wednesdays at 6:30, but I did one just this past Wednesday, so I'm probably gonna wait this week and then do another one. I'll probably end up doing them twice a month. And that's a separate conversation for my new folks, new to the agency, new to going live. I just want to make sure I'm kind of honing into some of the newer questions and things that they should be aware of for their live stream. You said, Andy, you said, yes, I put in the chat. I think it went by too fast. It will not let me do anything until it got cut off. So what is the until? Yes, please. Okay. After we share later, do we disconnect or stay on? For Dr. Trish conversation, Coach Rhonda, I think at some point you're getting off. I think you do disconnect. I don't know. I think she's doing 10-minute intervals, but I'm not sure what time she gave you. So I think you do ultimately disconnect, and then you go back and connect with your room. You talk with them. You might decide to start your live a little early so you can engage with them first. It just depends on how you want to manage your room. Yeah. Time period for the trial live goes by. Oh, did you do the trial live? So you gotta wait. Interesting. Okay. So what will happen is that you're gonna end up having to do a trial live for the agency with me too. So if you're saying you haven't done the trial live for them, and you let that 7-day period go by, then you can it'll expire. And then you're right, you would have to reapply to them if you want to join. Once that expires, you're not able to go with that agency. So yeah, you're gonna let it go by first. Okay, I got you, friend. Well, I'm here. Don't worry about it. So definitely reconnect. Continue to come to live, get information, so that when you're ready to do your trial live, you'll be good. Okay. I'm going to get my notebook out. You're fine. Okay. The Zoom meetings are recorded, so you will get summary notes. So I love Zoom AI because they capture the summary of our conversation for our meetings, and so you'll get summary notes that way too. So you don't have to take a whole lot of notes. Okay. Hold on one second. It's a bomb. It's a bomb learning. You can tap your own screen and live. My greatest takeaway. The time period is 9/8, so tomorrow. Okay, good. Okay, perfect. So yeah, come back on depending on the exact time you click that button to for them, it expires on that time, that exact time. So you can come here and reapply and it should be cleared out. You said no, I have not. Okay, perfect. I look forward to your Zoom meeting. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you so much. Going to make some content. There we go, Shells. I love that. Hello, friend. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you. Okay, yes. All right, perfect. Dr. Lisa, what happens to the trial life if it deletes or what? If it expires after the 7 days and you never did it, you got to reapply. So you had to reapply, Black Lotus. So I accepted your reapply. So you have a new trial live, and you just need to go do it now. So once you do it, then you will get the notification to accept the agency request, the agency invite. Okay, perfect. Yep. Okay, good morning, boo. Thank you so much, friend. Hey, you guys, I appreciate everybody who's here. Your girl is going to get off. It's almost 1 o'clock. It's after 12:30. So I'm going to get off shortly. Let me know if there's any last minute questions. I will be in Dr. Trish. Dr. Trish, I think I'm not going to go live, friend. I think I'm just going to be in your live for the day for the event. I don't know if I'm going to go live, so we'll see. Have a wonderful rest of your day. You're welcome, friend. I usually go live at 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. daily. Okay, so I usually do both. And today I'm not going to be back at the 4. We'll do our Zoom meeting at 6:30 for all who join the agency, and then we'll go from there. Okay, I'm asking once I do the 10-minute live to be accepted into agent, what happens to the little? It says V. What does the V mean? Little V. I'm going to check my inbox after this. Okay, perfect. Hello, Nika Grace. What you mean the little V? I don't know what the V means. Black Lotus, once you do your 10-minute trial live, you will receive a system notification to go to accept the invite. What happens to the little video? Does it disappear? Do you delete it? No one else can see it? No one can see it. It's part of your recordings, though. It will be a recording that you can go back and look at. Yeah, all your lives. This live right here is in my recordings. Another pro tip. I'm gonna write that one down. Thank you for saying that. My new people. I gotta write my notes for Sunday meeting. That's cool. Let me see. So Sunday, let me write my notes for Sunday meetings because I usually talk about things here. So we talked about live studio. I'm gonna message Pals, if you're in the room, I think I want you to talk about it. You said Dr. Trish has it. We'll have a little discussion on it. Pals and then Yolanda. I know those are people who have live studio. So we'll probably talk about it a little bit. I just want people to know that feature. We'll talk about sharing the live. That was something I want to talk about. And then we'll talk about recordings. Okay, let me just put a little teaser out here. Recordings. Every time you do a live, especially my new people, my new folks in the room, go back and look at your recording. Okay? Go back and look at your recording because I want you to get used to seeing what your viewers are seeing. Okay? We want to do a Zoom together to figure it out together. Yeah, y'all probably should. But I was just, maybe we'll have like a Q&A about it just so people understand it. Oh, geez. Yeah, no way I could do that. I know. You need to. I want you to go back and look at your recording because you're not going to improve if you keep doing what you're doing and your people are like, ooh, I'm going to keep swiping. I'm going to swipe ass. And so you gotta look at your recording. I tell you guys all the time, I'm a hand talker. We got the confetti falling right now. And I have to look at my hands because I know I will get to talk with my hands and get to chatting and stuff. And so I end up creating the hand heart. So usually I use the hand heart feature. You guys know I use that. Let me put my hand heart up so you guys can see it. Because this is usually right. Why is it not at my top of my screen? There we go. You guys know I do this. I do that because I talk with my hands so much. So my hand, I'm like, hey y'all, thank you so much. Thank you for that. That's my cheat code. Because for me, I know those things was flying everywhere. I had somebody, it was so, oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed about this, y'all. Somebody said, are you doing American Sign Language? I was like, no, I'm not. but I was doing it so badly in the beginning. I was doing it so badly in the beginning. It's like, yeah, and then what you do? And I couldn't even take clips to use its content because my hands was all in my face. I was like, I can't even use this as a clip because the hands is like all over the place. It just means you're into what you're talking. I know, but that's part of the progress. And that's where I say practice makes progress. When you go back and look at those recordings, you kind of see what the viewers are seeing. You see it and you're like, okay, you know what? We got a problem. There's a problem here. You said I'm scared. But you need to see it. You need to see it. Some of you guys, your sound quality, the volume, that sometimes, I'm a low talker. I know I'm a low talker. And so I had to practice speaking up a little bit more. There's sometimes I'll look at your comments and my voice will go real low and trail. Y'all know I do that. Y'all know I do it. I still do it. They'll be like, girl, speak up. You said I'm maternal sometimes when I talk. You said Nika Green said I can't do it. I have to do that. I have some good clips that I need to share as content. Yes, and then you can share it as content. That's the other piece of it too. But I want you to go back and look at yourself so you can see what other people are seeing. What are people thinking? Sometimes your camera angle, it's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I had the camera angle that way. You need to see that. You need to see it. You need to see what's happening. Sometimes you got music and your music is too loud. You can't hear you. Sometimes the lighting is a big issue. It is. And I like the hand heart gesture because I started using this one because it actually gives a little bit more lighting to the room. If you guys notice the difference, it gives a little bit more lighting and then it allowed me to do something with my hands. Okay. Can you do it for me? Can I do it for you? No. I have a ring light to help as well. Yes. I used to have a clip light I use a lot, but now when I went to TikTok shop, I have I'll show it to you guys. I have the stage lights. So you guys can see. See, that's where my window is. And I have these stage lights here. Okay. So that helps with the lighting, and then you guys know I always co-stream with my team, so I'm there as well. Oh, I need that. Yeah. And so I just went on I need to post it because I got it from Zon, the A to Z place. So I got it from there. And I do have a product that I could post. Somebody help me out. We could post our Zon links, product links, our affiliate links. Can't we? Where do I do that at? Do I just make a video and post about it? I don't want to do that on this account, but I was thinking, like, is there a way to have it somewhere? I thought you could. I haven't done it yet, so if anybody knows about that, let me know if you've done it before. I know there's a few people who have talked about it. I'm trying to see if anybody has actually done it and what does it look like. But I believe you can do it here. I was going to try to find it on TikTok, but I have not been able to find the exact one. Do you have a store? Do I have a store set up? I do. I could put it in my Magically in one of my yeah, I have a store. I do. I have the store and the affiliate stuff. Yeah, I do. I could put it there and make it a store link for Amazon. Okay, I might do that. That's a good idea. I could put in my link for my bio if people want my Amazon stuff too. Yeah. So yeah, that could be a way to do it. All right. With that being said, though, I want you guys to look at your recordings. I heard there are certain words TikTok doesn't like. Yes, is that true? It is true. You heard me kind of skipping around the Zon. People say you could say it now because they're affiliated with them. I still, TikTok is jealous, y'all. TikTok is so messy jealous. so, so there's certain you say I did, yes. So there are so many things that you're like, okay, you know what? I'm not gonna do this with you, TikTok. I'll just do initials. Or I'll come up with make believe words. Might be good to figure out the zone too for random people coming by your page for sale. Yes, yeah, and people do click the links. You're right, they do. Yeah, yeah. TikTok is jealous. It is. That's too funny. It is. It is. So when you say the other social media, I say the YT, the FB, the IG. I say stuff like that. Now TikTok probably can spell, y'all. I'm just saying, but I just do it as a way of not saying it too often, so it doesn't become a problem with the live stream. So really quickly, look at your recordings. Okay, we're gonna talk about that in the Zoom meeting. I'll break it down a little bit further because I want you guys to really hone into that because obviously because I have the ability to see everybody when you're going live and I can look on the screen and see who's going live and stuff. I think it's important that you are also again paying attention to your lighting, your camera angles. You want to see what you when everything's said and done, what would you want to see? Okay? If you were a viewer, what would you want to look at? What would you want to see? What aspects of the live you think are important for your viewers to see? I know sometimes we become so protective of our own content and how we're doing it, and maybe we don't want to change because that requires maybe additional costs when it comes to lighting or microphone or something like that. But at the end of the day, people are going to keep swiping if you are not being considerate of your audience and your viewers. So just keep that in mind. You got to put yourself in the shoes of the person. What would you want to watch, right? From the perspective of the viewer. That's it. Yeah, you absolutely. It's worth it. It is. And so sometimes you got to put in a little additional thought and maybe a little bit of expense just to make sure that you have some of those things down. So if it's a clip on light to begin with, and I did have a clip light. Okay, here it is. I was going to say, I don't know if I have it charged. Okay, let's see. So this was my lighting for a while. And so I would do this angle. And I'll cut my lights off so you guys can see it. Let me cut my stage lights out. You said I love that light. Yes. So this was my light for the longest. Hold on, I'm going to clip it onto my phone. This is the light. Now, the filter also, I say, gives a little bit of light too. But essentially, this inexpensive and effective. It is. It is. This is the light. Now, I shouldn't take the filter off because I do like the filter. The filter does help quite a bit. It brightens a little bit. But the light in itself is good enough. Now, my bedroom light, my light bulb in my bedroom is actually acting up. So literally all you have right now is the filter, the light, the clip-on light, and just my window light. The window you guys saw a little while ago. My bedroom light actually is not... my bedroom light is actually acting up, so it's not going to give a much light. I'm going to cut it back on. So yeah, it's not working. It has just a little bit of a bulb light. I got to fix that light. I have to buy new bulbs. Great for selfies and videos on the go too. Yes, yes. So again, lighting matters. So as you're talking to your audience and you don't want to have a whole lot of expense going in. Now, granted, with the floodlights, it gets better. You'll see. It just brightens up even more. You see what I'm saying? So the clip light with the floodlights that are here, stage lights, definitely brighter, definitely visible. There's no shadowing or any issues like that and stuff. So just know that is something you want. And so taking the clip lights off. So that's something you definitely want to consider is your lighting. And you're going to have to think about, okay, what are people seeing? How do you have good lighting? How are you on the screen? I tell you also, there's something to be said about, again, being close enough to your phone so that you can engage, tap the screen, share the live out, look at your analytics. You're talking to your audience. You're looking and scrolling up for comments. Thank you for the likes, Coach Rhonda. And so you're able to engage and you're able to see people coming in and liking. Thank you, Andy, for liking. So just recognizing that's a big piece of it. So go back and look at the recording. Look at the recording. Okay? Look at the recording. Make sure you're in a nice, well lit area. Make sure your background looks good. It looks neat. It's visually appealing. You know, I used to have this board up now, but I used to get so many compliments on my little wall art, and it's something I've had for years. Yeah, it'll definitely. I'll definitely think about it. You said that's so sweet. You said I'm gonna think about it. You know, and then I have my little fake plant in the background. Yeah. So just think about what are you doing? How are you presenting yourself? And then again, depending on what your live stream is about, my people who are doing fitness or cooking. I'm looking at Coach Chantel doing her yoga. She's all out. And her camera's great because she's able to get up and walk to the camera, but then she's also able to have a good visual of her doing her yoga positions too, so that people can see it. So again, what does that look like? The aesthetics. Yeah, it matters. I might need therapy first. You're fine. You got, if anything, friend, people would love to just engage because you're an engager and you're so witty. Seriously, your comedy, your comments are spot on, and then you know a lot too about TikTok. So you could be a TikTok coach, you could be a motivator, you could do all the things. So yeah, so you'll be fine, Nika Grace. Yes. All right, friends. Thank you for the roses, Quetta. I'm all over the place with my live stuff. I have ADHD. Hey, that could be a live topic. I'm just saying. You know how many people got ADHD as an adult and they're like, look here. Here's why my ADHD needs to be, here's how I manage myself. And then when I don't manage myself, here's what it looks like. I really appreciate you saying that. Yes, you can absolutely do that, friend. Yes. Nika, you're good. I mean, seriously. Yeah. Look at you guys. Thank you. Look at you. Appreciate it. For the masquerade, for real. For real. I'm not joking. I was real late. For you and Nika, that was real. That was real suggestions. Those were both real suggestions, okay? So take it all in. Don't feel nervous. What you have to share with people, people want to hear. Yeah. 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 People want to hear that. There are people who are looking for guidance and support. Yeah, you can absolutely do that. Know your audience, know what they're looking for, and be ready to support them. Okay, so let me know if there's any last minute questions, friends. I am going to head out. We got a busy day today. We're going to be in these TikTok streets for our agency event. We're celebrating 1 month, 100 people. Yes. And look, if you accept after this, you're going to be 101. Let me cheer for that. You'll be 101. So this is exciting, y'all. I'm so pleased. I'm so excited about what's to come. We're going to support each other. We're going to continue to grow. You said, I'll be there. We're going to continue to grow, and we're going to continue to do our best, okay? So collect your points. You have points up here to collect. Thank you all for the watch, the likes, the shares, the gifts, the comments, the engagements. All of it matters for your live stream. So all of that is what you're doing. You're building a community. So you want to help encourage and thank everybody for everything they're offering. Have fun celebrating. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate you. All right, so I'm going to get off, but make sure you claim any points for your daily Heart Me for the fan club because I want you to level up. And then we're going to talk later, okay? Thank you so much. Appreciate the hearts, friend. All right, take care. Bye-bye. Let's see. Hello, friends. See you later. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. It's probably you, pals. But, pals, thank you so much. I got you on my list if you're here for real. Because I want to see if you want to talk about live studio a little bit. So let me know if you're willing to chat about it. All right. Talk to you later, friend. Bye-bye. You can inbox me. All right. Bye-bye.